Welcome on in, everybody. I, of course, am Dr. Lay, bringing you some more coverage of sports today. Pittsburgh coverage all day. We had the Steelers, of course, earlier. Scored as many points as you and I. And, of course, we have the Pirates and the Dodgers. The Pirates 63-66, taking on the 77-51 Dodgers. Again, we'll just hope that the Pirates can keep their momentum very much in their favor. Hopefully they'll, of course, look pretty good tonight. Appreciate you guys for tuning in for Game 2. As we got, again, a lot of stuff happening. Baseball, of course, it is starting to heat up. And, of course, the NFL season is upon us. Ready for some football, but we got some baseball tonight. Again, the Pirates 63-66, the Dodgers 77-51. As you can see, the Pirates actually have more runs than the Dodgers, probably because their offense was pretty darn good. But, of course, the Pirates have cooled off a little bit post the All-Star break, heating up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Of course, the main difference between the teams, pitching and defense. Look at that ERA, 3.7 for the Dodgers, 4.29 ERA for the Pirates. The fielding percentage, of course, one-sided as well. The Dodgers field pretty well at a 988 clip. The Pirates do not at 982. And, of course, you can see the runs allowed, 120 runs. That is the difference. And, yeah, run per game, essentially. And as you can see, well, that's the difference in one team being above 500 by 26 games, the other team below by 3. Look at the pitching matchup tonight. It's going to be Bubba Chandler versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yamamoto, of course, one of the best in the world. One of the best in Major League Baseball here before you tonight. 2.60 ERA, whip of a .89. 136 strikeouts at 145 innings pitched. And, again, does a really good job at limiting base runners. As you can see, that whip, .89. That's really good. And, again, it's going to be a tough task for the Pirates tonight. They'll send out Bubba Chandler, who, again, the ERA, it's going down a little bit. He might make a play to try to get a 3.9 something. Of course, again, it could rise tonight. Of course, the Dodgers really good. But Bubba Chandler, a 4.23 ERA, whip of a 1.37. 108 strikeouts and 121 innings pitched. 64 walks. Again, the walks, problem last start, but, he really has worked on his command, I think. I think we're seeing a better Bubba Chandler the past few months. Look at the wild card. Again, the Pirates. This is accurate, by the way, as of earlier today. I haven't been able to adjust anything because I was covering the Steelers. But, yeah, the Pirates entering today 5.5 back. I believe the Phillies did win, and, of course, that is a problem. If the Phillies keep on going up, then it's really just going to be one spot available. I do think the Phillies are not that great. I do think they will come crashing down, but right now they are hot. I think they've won 7 in a row now, so definitely brutal for the Pirates in that regard. And, of course, again, the National League West, the Dodgers probably going to run away with the NL West. Just to see who will finish second and third. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for the subs. I do appreciate it. I'm not too sure if that was with the football stream or not, but we did pick up 2, apparently, by the time I signed off. So thank you for that. We'll go ahead and go over the Pirates lineup real quick since they are about to make their appearance. First appearance here. Spencer Horwitz. He'll be leading off. He's at first. Brendan Lau is at second. Brian Reynolds is in left. Nick Gonzalez is DHing. O'Neill Cruz in center. Rafael Flores Jr. is catching. Jake Mangum in right. Jacob Gonzalez at short. Jared Chirillo at third. By the way, brought to you by DeWife. So shout out to my wife, able to get these lineups in for me. Because, again, as you know, I was calling a game. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate the wife. Some would say I even love the wife. I very much do. Again, helping me out. Very supportive of me as I try to build this channel. All right, Horwitz will step up to the plate. Yamamoto on the mound as he begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That's taken downstairs. Ball one. We're underway in Los Angeles. 97 on the fastball. Horwitz batting .256, OPS of .768, 10 homers, 38 RBIs. Again, he has not been the same since he's been activated from the DL. Here's the 1-0 to Horwitz, and that's in there 1-1. 95 on the fastball. Appreciate you, Mads, for hanging out for game number 2. You have a Cruz homer. Gotcha. Donna, thank you very much, Miss Donna. Russell as well, thank you both for hanging out with me again for the back-to-back. 1-1 to Horowitz, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Splitter down and away, 1-2 to Spencer Horowitz. Appreciate you, Jeffrey. Yep, back-to-back. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out again. Thank you very much. Firecracker as well. Thank you all for, most of y'all have been here already since, for the Steelers game. Thank you, Ultimate. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I saw the Nick Chubb news. Here's the 1-2 to Horowitz. That is just inside. May have been a strike, but the catcher not challenging. The umpire not granting him strike 3. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bergbread, appreciate you, man, for hanging out. Hopefully the Pirates can make something happen. Orville as well, thank you for hanging out. And Miss Tammy, that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's how we get started here at the top of the first with the K. That'll bring up Mr. Walkoff himself, Brandon Lau. Spanning 253, OPS of 798, 27 homers and 80 RBIs. It's going Yin. Red Sox win. Yeah, the Red Sox are they're just racking up the W's. They're really good right now. They could overtake the Yankees. Here's the pitch. Lau rips this right past the first base. It was off Freeman's glove. And that'll be a base hit, 106 off the Mets. He smoked it, just didn't get any elevation, or that ball is long gone. But instead, Lau will chill at first. Oh, he smoked it. It just echoes through Dodger Stadium. Freeman, of course, making a nice effort off his glove. But then it's going to be a 1-out single for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, batting .261, OPS of 797, 15 homers, 66 RBIs. Yamamoto readies and delivers. That's in there 0-1, 95 on the sinker. I'll slow down on bets. Yeah, I mean, got to save it for the regular season. Let's go on, Jed. Welcome back. Red Sox made the playoffs. Oh, yeah, Red Sox are good. 0-1 to Reynolds. Oh, and it hits Reynolds in the elbow. And Reynolds will trot down to first. Though, of course, you wouldn't have known it. He just kind of just took it like a champ. Didn't even react to it. Where did it hit him? Oh, hit him in the hand. Oh, my gosh. And again, didn't even react. Reynolds and Freeman just kind of sharing a smile. Freeman's like, dude, are you all right? Yeah, Reynolds now checking his hand. Unbelievable. So runners on first and second for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. Spanning .310, OPS of 772, 6 homers, 53 RBIs. He's DHing tonight. As again, he has really struggled on the field as of late. Yamamoto delivers as Gonzalez sends it up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Paez is there. He throws it to the plate, and it is past the catcher. And Lau scores on the play. Hoist the cone. The Pirates lead 1-0. Speedy Gonzalez struggling at on the field of play, but not at the plate. RBI single. The Pirates lead 1-0. Hoist a cone, folks. Just rocketed up the middle. And honestly, again, the 2 hits tonight have really kind of just been smoked. Again, kind of unlucky that they're only singles, but of course, one of the hits leads to a run. So 1-0 Pirates, as that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz, batting .266, OPS of 832, 15 homers, 47 RBIs. Runners on first and second, 1 out the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 95. That was up out of the zone. Cruz offered at it. 0-1. Let's go, Bucks. Appreciate you, Mike. Pirates again have scored more points tonight than the Steelers. 0-1 to Cruz. That's taken outside for a ball. 1-1. Pirates don't fear nobody. I don't know. Hopefully it's going to be that way. Again, the Pirates played the Dodgers very well. Not the first game of the series, but the last 2 games. Pirates-Dodgers, those were really good games. Pirates were able to take 1. That's a grounder to first. Freeman will toss to Yamamoto. Steps on the bag for round number 2. Does move the runners, though, to scoring position. So Cruz is out. And that'll bring up Rafael Flores, batting .313, OPS of 1140. I have horrible handwriting. 1140. 6 homers, 12 RBIs. Let's go on SEMA. Welcome on. Let's go Pirates. Thank you very much for your support. I understand, James. Yeah, that was a rough one. That was a rough game. Flores at the plates. Yamamoto sets, kicks, and delivers. As Flores says, a fly ball to shallow right. This looks to be playable, and Tucker makes the catch for out number 3. But the Pirates do strike first. They tack on a run. Or, well, tack on a run. They score a run. 1-0 Pirates over the Dodgers. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate it. All right, here's a look at the Dodgers lineup brought to you by DeWife. Again, shout out DeWife. Thank you very much. My wife helping me out. As, again, I was covering a game, couldn't get the lineups in. Shohei Ohtani DHing tonight. He DHs all the time, actually. But anyway, he'll be leading off for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman is at first. Andy Pages in center. Max Muncy at third. Mookie Betts, at short. Kyle Tucker in right. Tommy Edman at second. Teoscar Hernandez in left. And Hunter Fiducia is catching. Folks, if you don't mind, if you could give W's in the chat for my wife. Again, she was able to get these lineups for you. If she weren't able to do that, then we would have no lineups. So shout out to the wife. The wife. What the world. Buckles need to go on a win streak. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Preseason is just that. Yep, this game matters. Let's go, Bucks. Thank you again for the W's, folks. Yeah, that is all deserved. She deserves it. Definitely helping me out. So thank you for that, folks. We'll check out scores, of course, across MLB at the end of the first. I don't really know what's been happening. I do know the Phillies won. That's the only score that I really know. Everything else I don't. All right, well, it'll be Shohei Ohtani to lead things off. Again, it's going to be Bubba Chandler on the mound for the Pirates. 4.23 ERA, whip of a 1.37. So we'll see how he looks. Again, it's been trending in the right direction as of late, or at least the last 2 months, as just way better than he was than the beginning of the season. But Ohtani batting .291, OPS of .942, 30 homers and 80 RBIs. Chandler readies as he begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That's up and away, ball 1. 99 on the fastballs. We're back underway here in Los Angeles, or there in Los Angeles. I am definitely not there. 1-0 count. Chandler sets, kicks, and delivers. That misses upstairs, 2-0. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Chandler, of course, has been playing well, but you have to wonder. I mean, it's a big stadium, biggest capacity in all of baseball. And of course, they are the Dodgers. Maybe he's a little bit shy. That's off the plate, 3-0. So far, Chandler not locating the strike zone. 3-0 count to Ohtani. W, appreciate you, John. Thank you all for the W's. 3-0 to Ohtani. Chandler kicks and delivers. That's downstairs, ball 4. And Ohtani doesn't see a strike. He will take first. Of course, again, you look at this Dodgers lineup and you're like, well, there's really not much room for error. That'll bring up Freddie Freeman's batting .303, OPS of .844, 15 homers and 61 RBIs. Let's go on Christopher. Welcome on in. Ohtani takes his lead. The pitch. That's taken all the way. It's a called strike. 0-1, 99 on the outside part of the plate. Don't know how lined up that is. That seems to be pretty close tonight. For now. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. 0-2. That's good. That's rare when that happens. 0-2 to Freddie Freeman. Runner on first. Nobody out. Chandler sets and delivers. That's in the dirt. 1-2. There she is. There's the W, folks. Coffee Beans, again, helping out the channel. Again, W's. All the W's above you, Coffee Beans, were for you. So thank you again. Thank you very much. 1-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Chandler sets. Here is the pitch, and that is fouled back. 101 on the sinker. It's 1-2. Thank you, Russell. Appreciate it. One and two count. Ohtani taking his lead at first. Again, nobody out. The pitch. That's way upstairs. 2-2. 100 on the fastball. Again, this is kind of what we saw at the beginning of the year. Chandler would miss wildly out of the zone. Just not even close. I mean, you can miss out of the zone. Of course, it's not a problem at all. Many pitchers do it, but you can't miss by feet. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Nice pitch on the outside corner there. Chandler firing a fastball, 98. Freeman offered at it. That is out number one. That'll bring up Andy Pages, batting .272, OPS of .797, 21 homers, 80 RBIs. The pitch, and that's in there for a called strike. 0-1. 99 on the fastball. Pirates would have to win no less than 20 games to have a shot, and with 33 games left, it's more than likely not going to happen. Yeah, it's going to take a lot there, Mike. I totally hear you. That's fired in there. 0-2. Best case scenario, it really is possible. I know it's crazy to say, but you just have the best case scenario again. The Pirates offense gets going like it did at the beginning of the year. Here's the 0-2. That's upstairs. 1-2. The starting pitching continues to get better. Chandler, of course, realizes his potential. Ashcraft continues doing what he's been doing. Skeens gets back into a Cy Young form. A lot of ifs, of course. And, of course, the bullpen plays like how we expect them to be after, of course, the trades. That's in the dirt. 2-2. Flores keeping it in front of him. 2-2 to Andy Pages. So, yeah, definitely a lot of things have to go right for the Pirates to really make the playoffs. And, of course, the other teams will kind of have to settle down. I do think the Phillies are playing above their weight right now. I really do. I don't think they're that great. The Padres, I do think, are legit. We're just going to hope that they can kind of settle down. 2-2, count the pitch. That is just outside. Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe a strike, maybe not on the replay there. 3-2, count to Pages. What's going, Robert? Welcome on in. The wife, yep, the wife is a walking W as that's upstairs. Ball 4. Oh, it's called strike 3. Oh, the Pirates get a call. He struck him out. Woo! Pages goes down looking. Just a tad high, maybe. That's close. 101, though. I mean, that's... I don't really think Pages can do anything with that anyway. So there we go. Here is Max Muncy. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. 88 on the curveball. So runner on first with 2 outs. Muncy with 25 homers, 64 RBIs on the season. One and 0 to Muncy. Chandler delivers. That's at the knees. 1-1, 100. Again, the velocity, man. We haven't really seen this. Like, his velocity kind of dipped a little bit the last few starts. Was that 97, 98? This is what he can do. 100, 101. The pitch. That's inside. 2-1. 99 on the four-seam fastball. No trolling. We will win this game. Proby's not trolling? What in the world? Now I feel like everything's going to go wrong here. 2-1 count to Muncy. Chandler at 19 pitches. The pitch. Breaking ball in there. 2-2 on the top part of the zone. 2-2 count to Muncy. Appreciate you, Norman. Thank you very much. W's in the chat for Norman. What was the question, Alex? I'm sorry, I didn't see it. 2-2. The pitch. Muncy sends the ball to right. That ball is gone. That is home run number 26 on the season for Max Muncy. And the Dodgers will take the lead 2-1. Definitely clobbered Again, definitely a shame. Of course, again, the Pirates connected on some really nice balls in the first top of the first, but Muncy, of course, sending this one over the wall. Fastball high and in. 101. Again, that's... Muncy was just all over it. All right, Mookie Betts at the plate, batting .237, OPS of .703, 16 homers, 44 RBIs. That's taken for a called strike, 0-1. That's how he scored. RBI single from Nick Gonzalez. Hang in there, Bubba. Yep, hopefully he doesn't get rattled. Here's the 0-1 to Betts. Checked his swing. It's in there, 0-2. That's really the big deal, or the big thing, is Bubba does get rattled. Folks, make sure to subscribe to Pure Adrenaline Sports. Just did a redirect as Betts fouls this back, and it's 0-2. So make sure, again, to subscribe to Pure Adrenaline Sports. He's a big friend of the channel. Just finished with the Mets and the White Sox. I don't know who won that game, but it seemed like a good one. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Again, I'm subscribed to Pure Adrenaline Sports. You should be as well. You should be as well. 0-2 counts. Chandler sets, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be hit to second. Lau with it. Throws to first for outs number 3. The inning is over. The Dodgers, of course, take the lead with a 2-run blast for Max Muncy. Top of the second coming your way. 2-1 Dodgers. 2 up for the Pirates will be Jacob Mangum, Jacob Gonzalez, and Jared Triolo. Bubba's not looking great. I mean, got 2 strikeouts. I don't know about all that. We'll spot them 10 or 11, then we'll get serious. Yep. 100%. Too much game left. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And thank you, Pure Adrenaline. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you had a good stream. I saw the game was doing... it was a close game. Looks like the White Sox did win. So final scores from earlier. Again, Pure Adrenaline's game. White Sox winning 6-4 over the Mets. Orioles 5. Rays 3. Marlins 3. Nationals 2. Red Sox over the Giants 6-4. Yankees over the Blue Jays 3-1. Phillies over the Cardinals 7-6. The Brewers over the Braves 2-1. Currently happening, the Royals leading the Tigers 4-2. Angels and the Rangers 0-0. Astros 3. A's nothing. Indians 5. Rockies 1. Twins and the Padres 2-2. Diamondbacks 4. Reds nothing. And again, that's another time we need the Reds to do something, and they just can't do anything. And the Cubs leading 3-0 over the Mariners. Not done with these, for sure. For sure. Definitely possible, for sure. Let's go on, Jose. Welcome on in. Let's do this, Bucks. Welcome on in. Is Chris here? I don't even see Chris. Unless you're talking to me. I'm not Chris. My name is not Chris. Here's the pitch. As Mangum sends a fly ball to left. That will be a foul ball, 0-1. We appreciate Jose regardless for hanging out. Has some velocity tonight for sure. Go Buccos. Appreciate you, Jared, for hanging on back with us for game 2. 0-1 to Mangum, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 90 on the splitter. Outside part of the zone. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, and 2 to Jake Mangum. Yamamoto begins his windup. Here is the pitch, as that's a chopper, and that's also a foul ball. Yeah, again, we're trying to get to 150 likes, so make sure again to leave a like. We're at 65 right now. That's right, with the troll. This guy's acting like Chandler can control his pitches. This guy. Appreciate you, James. P-Town, hold him down. Let's go, Bucks. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. Call you Kia. Thank you, Kia. Here's the 0-2 to Mangum. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And, yeah, Mangum will head on back to the dugouts. And that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, batting .230, OPS of 667, 6 homers and 28 RBIs. Jose Rivera 5-3 win over the Rays. There we go. They're in must-win territory. They are. Here's the pitch to Gonzalez, who fouls this back 0-1. Go Bucks. Pokemon bat? I don't know. I have no idea. 0-1 to Gonzalez. The pitch. Check this swing. It's way upstairs. 1-1. 96 on the fastball. Yamamoto again. A long windup for Yamamoto. Here is the delivery. That catches the upstairs corner. Upstairs corner. What the heck is that? Regardless, it's 1-2. You know, it's up. The upper part of the zone. That's what I meant to say. 1-2 count to Gonzalez. Yamamoto delivers. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Yamamoto with now 3 strikeouts. That'll bring up Jared Triolo. He's batting .238, OPS of 621, 2 homers and 24 RBIs. That's good, Carl. Hopefully you guys can make something happen there in the AL. Yamamoto sets, kicks, and delivers. That's downstairs, ball 1. 1-0 count to Jared Triolo. I realized Wright was a big Dodgers fan. Here's the 1-0. Triolo sends this back. That is a foul ball, 1-1. One and one to Triolo. Yamamoto readies. Against the windup. Here is the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. 1-2. 93 on the cutter. Definitely a shame that Pirates only got 1 there in the first. 1-2 count. Can we get on? When you get on a base against this guy, you definitely need to take advantage. 1-2. Yamamoto readies. And delivers. That's a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's glove. He struck him out. He strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the second. Dodgers 2, Pirates 1. Doing for the Dodgers will be Kyle Tucker, Tommy Edman, and Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go on, Sean. Welcome on in. Well, that's crazy there, Fire Marker. I don't know what to tell you there. GG's, I suppose. Let's go on, Clown. Welcome on in. Speedy, no. Speedy was up in the first. Jacob is not that fast. Don't need heroes in this game. We need to make runs, make some hits, and play-by-play for sure. For sure. We just need to play the game, play our game. Pirates can. They showed that they can hang with these guys. I know they can. Just got to hope that Bubba, again, keeps us in the game. And, of course, the Pirates offense shows life. That is pretty much it. Again, make sure, of course, folks, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to grow this channel even more. So make sure, again, to subscribe. We're close again on 11,000 subscribers. We are 57 away. I think that's like what? Clint Kreidwalt for the Steelers, number 57. Middle linebacker, didn't really play much. My point is Skeens is distracted. Possibly. I don't really know. All I know is there's nothing I can do about it, so. Yep. I mean, I've already said what I've said on Skeens. I just don't feel like repeating things over and over and over. I don't know. Maybe I'll be in a repeating mood tomorrow or something. I don't know. Or maybe Sunday. I have no idea. All right, we are back. Chandler on the mound. He'll face Kyle Tucker. He's batting .232, OPS of 695, 11 homers, 55 RBIs. Dodgers fans are giving him a standing ovation. The pitch, that's inside, ball one. Kyle Tucker was seen, of course, showing a lot of emotion in the dugout. Has really struggled with the Dodgers. Dodger fans trying to show them that, hey, like, we're going to support you. Here's the 1-0. And Tucker cranks this to right. That is a foul ball. 1-1. Hines 57. That's a good one. Yeah, I should have just said Hines. 1-1 counts. To Kyle Tucker. Chandler not liking something. Shaking off some suggestions there from Flores. Here's the 1-1 to Tucker. Swing and a miss. Folding with the slider, 1-2. Again, that's the thing with Chandler. The velocity with his fastball, if he mixes up his pitches really well, he could really be something special. 1-2 the pitch. That's in the dirt. 2-2. In fact, it gets back to the backstop. 2-2 to Kyle Tucker. That's getting warmed up to rally. Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I hope so. 2-2 to Tucker, the pitch. That's way outside. Ball 3, 91 on the changeup that, I guess, slipped out of his hand. Three and two to Kyle Tucker. Chandler kicks and delivers. That's going to be hit to first. Horwitz is there, and he will beat Tucker to the bag for outs number 1. So Tucker will not stand, but will grab a seat. That'll bring up Tommy Edman, batting .271, OPS of .752, 4 homers, and 23 RBIs. Thank you very much, Miss Donna. I appreciate it. Shut out the Steelers. I know, it was horrible. It was horrible there. I mean, it was just... I mean, again, it's preseason, but you still want to see something. Here's the pitch to Edman. That's at the knees. Oh, well, not called a strike. 1-0 counts. Of course, the umpire's already been kind of all over the place anyway. Helped out Chandler earlier. Sit down for Tucker, exactly. That's at the knees. Again, not getting the call. That's tough. Chandler not liking it. He can see the frustration. And, of course, again, Chandler, you know, he's not going to challenge until he's extremely frustrated. And, of course, he'll cost the Pirates a challenge. Here's the 2-0. And that's in there for a called strike. 2-1. 89 on the curveball. Malachi Moore apparently has 57% of his calls overturned. So that's off the plate. 3-1. That's the 4th highest in all of Major League Baseball. So Malachi Moore not doing a great job behind the plates. 3-1 count to Tommy Edman. The pitch. That's grounded foul. 3-2. And if you're just tuning in, 2-1 is your score. Dodgers leading over the Pirates. Chandler with 36 pitches. 3-2 count. The pitch. That's grounded, and it's also foul. Pirates would score a run in the top of the first. RBI single by Nick Gonzalez. And the Dodgers would answer back with a 2-run blast from Max Muncy. Scoreless so far in the second. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Chandler with his 3rd strikeout of the night. Can argue again that could have been strike number 5 with how the umpire's been. That'll bring up, actually I don't remember which Hernandez this is, so give me a sec. Teoscar Hernandez, batting .250, OPS of 714, 11 homers, 43 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's in there 0-1. Of course, the Dodgers have Kike Hernandez and Teoscar Hernandez. And I usually write down last names if I know the player. 0-1 the pitch. That's grounded foul, and we'll do it again. 0-2. 94 on the slider. No reasonable offer rejected. Probably not. 0-2 count to Hernandez. Chandler already at 40 pitches, so that's something that definitely is not looking good for the Pirates. The 0-2, and that's a grounder to third. Triolo with it, throws to first, and he got him. Good play by Triolo. Charging in with a nice throw. Great stretch by Horwitz as well. And we go to the top of the third. Dodgers 2, Pirates 1 again. It's something I hate to really rip Gonzalez, but Gonzalez doesn't make that play. He probably gets there first. Gonzalez faster than Triolo, but the throw or what am I trying to say here? What the heck? The transition from glove to hand on the throw would, I don't know why I couldn't think of a word, but the transition from the throw would just be probably bad. All right, doing it for the Pirates will be Spencer Horwitz, Brandon Lau, and Brian Reynolds. And thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We are 57 subscribers away from 11,000. I'm just saying, we're close. We are closing in, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. I can guarantee I'll be back Sunday. Tomorrow depends on how this game goes. So just being honest, I may take tomorrow off. I haven't had an off day in a while. This is my 123rd Pirates game, I think. Pretty sure. Yes, it is. It's game number 130 minus 7, so 123. All right, the Royals leading 5-2 over the Tigers. The Angels and the Rangers 0-0. Astros leading 4-0 over the A's. Indians leading 5-1 over the Rockies. Twins and the Padres 2-2. The Diamondbacks leading 4-0 over the Reds. And the Cubs leading 3-0 over the Mariners. Trying to make 2 runs for sure. Let's go Pirates. Let's get the cones ready there, Russell. Jed also feeling it. All right, Horwitz at the plate. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there, 0-1. 91 on the cutter. Horwitz going to challenge, going to lose. Unbelievable, dude. Horwitz struck out in his first appearance, probably on his way to doing that once again. That's something you just can't do. It's not the time to do it. Horwitz just not good at challenging. And, of course, again, he produced whenever he wasn't getting those challenges, but not as of late. That's in there, 0-2. 96 on the sinker. Thank you again for the sub. I do appreciate that. 0-2 count to Horwitz, and Horwitz will ask for time. Yamamoto, by the way, 27 pitches here in the top of the third. 0-2 to Horwitz. The pitch. That's in the dirt. 1-2. Yamamoto again allowed 3 base runners in the first inning. Kind of a shock to us all. Of course, kind of evening it up with 0 in the second. Here's the 1-2 to Horwitz. That's off the plate. And it's 2-2. Of course, again, with how this umpire's been, I mean, he's not doing a good job. You challenge, you got to get it right. 2-2 to Horwitz. That's downstairs, ball 3. So Horwitz works it back, 3-2. Yamamoto readies. Yamamoto begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit right to the shortstop, Betts. Throws to first for outs number 1. That'll bring up Brandon Lau, who smoked the ball to first. I mean, he did get on. 106 off the bat, but all for a single. Must win the series? Depends. Depends on how the Padres are doing. If I were to pick 3 games to win of the next 6 games, they would all be against the Padres. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 96 elevated. 0-1. That's going Liberty. Going with the Dodgers. Yeah, I understand. You live out there, so that's all good. That's all good. But we need this one a little bit more. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 to Brandon Lau. Again, 91 on the cutter there from Yamamoto. That doesn't line up tomorrow, probably. Got to make him throw more pitches. Yeah, he's going to be attacking the plate. And, of course, we'll send it outside of it whenever you least expect it. 0-2 to Lau. The pitch. That's in the dirt. 93 on the splitter, 1-2. Get on base. Go Buckles. Appreciate you, AJ, for hanging out. Here come the cones. Russell saying the cones are on their way. The 1-2 to Brandon Lau, the pitch. As Lau sends a fly ball to left. Hernandez on the run. That is a fair ball. Drops over the fence. That'll be a ground rule double. Lau sending it the other way. Hernandez kind of shaded towards left center. That helps out the Pirates. As Lau finding himself in scoring position. A hanging breaking ball. Lau able to get it out to left. Hernandez kind of slowing up. I don't know if he thought it'd be foul. That's kind of bizarre there from Hernandez. I won't complain. As that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who was hit by a pitch in his first appearance. Let's go to Rax. Appreciate you, man. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Need one against the Dodgers. The Dodgers? Did I say Dodgers? Am I an idiot? Maybe. Maybe I'm reading too fast and combining words. That's probably it. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, again, the Padres series is much more important, but yes, it's not like you want to lose these. So, on Chow, welcome on in. Oh, and 2 counts to Brian Reynolds. Runner on second. 1 out. Yamamoto at 37 pitches. Comes to a set. Looks over at Lau. Here's the pitch. Check this swing. That's just off the plate. 1-2. The Dodgers fans wanted the strike call. It was just off. 1-2. One and 2 to Brian Reynolds. Yamamoto readies, kicks, and delivers downstairs. 2-2. Yamamoto kind of slipped. A little bit of a slip there from Yamamoto. Again, one of the best in the business. Two and 2 count. Yamamoto, this is going to be pitch number 40. And here it is. Called strike 3. He did not call a strike. That will be challenged. And Fiducia is going to win this challenge. That's going to be a strikeout. Got him with the sinker. So 2 outs. And that'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez. RBI single in his last appearance. You just do the same thing. Hey, it'll be a tie game. Gonzalez, of course, struggling in the field. That's why he's DHing tonight. Definitely can't make mistakes against the Dodgers. Yamamoto readies. The pitch. That's downstairs. Going to be challenged by Fiducia. I believe he has a chance to win this. I think he's going to. Just got the zone. That's a good challenge. Fiducia helping out the umpire, not helping out the Pirates. 0-1 count again. That's what's so frustrating with Horwitz challenging there. Just stupid. Again, this umpire, he's missed so many calls, and he challenged one that's in the zone. It's like, what are you doing? 0-1 to Gonzalez. The pitch. Gonzalez sends it up the middle. He does it again. Same spot. Lau is rounding third. The throw to the plate. He is safe. RBI single for Nicky G, and the Pirates tie it up. Just smoked it again. 105 off the bat from Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez's helmet fell off as soon as he hit it. I mean, it was smoked. Gonzalez has smoked 2 balls tonight. Lau again smoked 1 in the first. Pirates are, whenever they make contact, seemingly doing well. But not getting, of course, the launch angle. But the Pirates hoist a count 2-2. So Russell told, yeah, you were correct. Russell was indeed correct. Here is O'Neal Cruz, runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch. That is off the plate, ball 1. Yamamoto trying to guide the ball in there. Not quite working out. 1-0 count to O'Neal Cruz. Russell did call it. He did. 1-0 count. The pitch. Checked his swing. Oh, and he... Was that a call on the swing, or was that a call on the... They say he went or no? Because that's a horrible call. That was way below. That was at his shins. 1-1 count to Cruz. Unbelievable. The 1-1. That's going to be foul back 1-2. Again, that's something Cruz, I guarantee you, would challenge. But now there's only 1 challenge left. You just don't want to be conservative with their challenges, essentially, at this point. 1-2 to O'Neal Cruz. Yeah, I don't know, Robert. I mean, again, it's still far from over. But yeah, it is pretty bizarre. 1-2 count to Cruz. Yamamoto readies and delivers way off the plate. Goes the splitter 2-2. Yamamoto now at 46 pitches. Averaging 15 pitches an inning. He would probably last about the 6th or 7th inning. Pirates want to knock him out, though. Again, this guy is just... He's good. 2-2 to O'Neal Cruz. Pickoff attempt. Cruz watches Gonzalez be safe. I don't know why I said Cruz, but Gonzalez is indeed safe. You know, the Dodgers. Pirates usually do well against the Dodgers. They usually play them very tough. The 2-2. That's a grounder to second. Edman with it. Throws to first. Cruz is out. But Nick Gonzalez, hey, again, another RBI single for Gonzalez. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-2 in Los Angeles. Due up for the Dodgers will be Hunter Fiducia, Shohei Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman. A Cruz missile would have been nice, yep, for sure. 100%. Now it's going, hola, Raul. Yamamoto, vino hoy a cuadro, le cuesta un mundo sacar out. Are you saying that he needs to come out? I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little early. Remember when he was winning the World Series? I don't remember. I didn't really watch much of the World Series, to be honest with you. I was probably covering football. Good evening, yeah, good inning, yeah, no, for sure. Good inning. Cruz is trying too hard to hit a home run. Possibly. Possibly. I did not, Christopher. I've been streaming. I've been covering games. We'll take that inning, yeah. Again, Yamamoto, AJ and everyone, this guy doesn't allow base runners. I mean, he allows less than 1 an inning. And the Pirates already have 5 hits or walks through 3. So that's a whip of a 1.6. So the Pirates doing a good job. Again, would like to see them, of course, push across a little bit more, but you'll take it. 2 runs through 3 innings. That's pretty good. What is that? That's in the area of a 6. But again, it's still very much early. That could be evening out soon. But hopefully not. All right, we are back. Hunter Fiducia will be at the plate, batting .232, OPS of .654, 3 homers and 13 RBIs. We'll see what Chandler can get it going. Bubba Chandler, yep. Chandler's doing okay. Again, the first inning had a mixed bag. Of course, the home run was not good. Had 2 strikeouts. Chandler sets, kicks, and delivers. That's off the plate, ball 1. Back underway, 97 on the sinker. But of course, Chandler at 42 pitches already. That's not good. That's got to come down. The pitch. That's outside. Called a strike. 1-1, 96 on the sinker. O'Hearn not quite. Should be back at the end of September. The 1-1. That's inside 2-1. Though I imagine the Pirates are indeed eliminated by then, they probably will shut him down. Unless he wants to come back. I think he would, but I don't know. I think they would rather shut him down. 2-1 to Fiducia. The pitch. That's a breaking ball in there. Right down the middle. 2-2. Keep working, Bug. Oh, yeah, Bubba. Appreciate you, Alex. Mariners, Cubs. Yeah, I don't know how that's going. We'll find out in a moment. 2-2. Chandler delivers. That's going to be hit, and that gets down for a base hit. Could be 2. Reynolds is there, spinning and turning and throwing to second. Fiducia safe. That is a leadoff double. Looks like that was in the strike zone, kind of over the middle. And that'll bring up Shohei Ohtani, who walked in his first appearance. So runner on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Ohtani. That's way outside, ball 1. Chandler definitely a little wild against Ohtani. Maybe a little starstruck. 1-0 to Shohei Ohtani. The pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 2. Chandler has thrown 6 pitches against Ohtani. Not one of them has been a strike tonight. Definitely not good. 2-0. The pitch. That's going to be hit up the middle. That is going to get down for a base hit. Cruz is there. Throws to the plate. And Ohtani doesn't go to second. It's going to be runners on the corners with nobody out. The Dodgers threatening. And you fall behind the count and finally put one in the strike zone, but Ohtani ready for something to hit. All right, that'll bring up Freddie Freeman, 0 for 1. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Dodgers looking to take back the lead. Chandler is sweating. Here is the pitch. Freeman fouls it back, 0-1. Chandler already at 50 pitches. Again, just very high for no outs in the third. Need Ks. Need 1 K. That'll work. 1 K will work. The pitch. As that's scooped out to center field. Cruz is there. Cruz throws to the plate. And what a throw by Cruz. He keeps Fiducia at third. Oh my goodness, what a play. And again, that's one of the positives from Cruz. Man, that throw. That is... Man, and again, that's what Cruz can do. Mangum, again, probably doesn't throw him out. So that is just as good of a strikeout. As that'll bring up Andy Pajes, but there's a mound visit here for the Pirates. As Flores and Chandler gonna have a chat. Got a ground ball here, right to a position player. It'll be really good. Really good. Be a lot of scoring on both sides, possibly, yeah. Need a double play. Would be very nice. Ohtani and Fiducia take their leads. Pajes at the plate. Here's the pitch. And that's up and in, ball 1. Of course, on deck is Max Muncy. We're already homered 1-0 count. The pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. Páez doesn't like the call. He has 2 challenges. If he challenges, though, he would lose. That's a good pitch. It's 100 right on the inside corner. Don't know what he's upset about. I mean, what the heck? You just, again, if you don't like it, challenge. 1-1 counts. Chandler readies. The pitch. Oh, and it hits Páez in the hand. That is definitely something you don't want to see, because now it's bases loaded. And, of course, it'll bring up Max Muncy. You already homered. Some Pokemon bats. Yeah, I don't know. There's like some... Everyone has some weird bats tonight. I would not know what the occasion is. All right, again, it'll be bases loaded. They're still looking at Páez. Páez not showing much pain, but his hand is shaking, so yeah, I don't know. I imagine, yeah, it definitely doesn't feel good. Need to get this one bad for sure. Charizard, yeah, I'm not involved with Pokemon. My wife likes Pokemon. I'm not really into it. Never was. Probably never will be. All right, again, Muncy hit a 2-run blast in his last appearance. And he's got an opportunity here to really, not say doing the Pirates, but really give them a blow. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Muncy definitely swinging for the fences. 0-1 count to Max Muncy. One count, the pitch. That's in there. 0-2, 101 on the sinker. Now decisions here for Chandler. Do you pitch out of the zone? You got a waste pitch. You trying to get him to chase? Or is he thinking that Muncy will take because it's 0-2, because Muncy knows he'll throw out of the zone? The pitch in the dirt. 1-2, the mind game within the game, of course, between pitcher and batter. 1-2 to Muncy. Know the basics. You know more than me. The other thing I've seen is like the Hamilton thing. Here's the 1-2. That's ripped foul. It's like it's like a YouTube video. The granddaughter showing like the grandma some like Pokemon stuff, and the grandma really likes this one creature, and then she calls him Hamilton. That's the only thing I know. 1-2 to Muncy. Here's the pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. 2-2, 102 on the sinker. It's going over. Welcome on back. Dodgers might be taking back the lead. 2-2. Chandler trying to avoid it. The pitch. And that is fouled back. 101 again from Chandler. 60 pitches, by the way, for those wondering. Let's go on, Anthony. Welcome on in. Bases loaded, just getting home. Yep. It is definitely a tough one here for the Pirates. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A huge out. Number 2. Chandler's 4th strikeout of the night. That was pretty big, but it's going to bring up Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is 0 for 1, of course, again. He is definitely one of the superstars in today's game. Definitely not having the year that you would expect from Betts. As Betts hits it up the middle, that's going to Get down. That'll be a base hit. That'll score 1, possibly 2, and it does. The Dodgers double their run total in one swing of the bat. 4-2. Dodgers. 2 RBI single. Didn't even see the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, 100. Chandler's frustrated. He gets the ground ball, but again, it finds a hole. And the Dodgers lead 4-2. That is tough. All right, that'll bring up Kyle Tucker. Tucker's 0 for 1. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that's chopped foul, 0-1. Chandler again at 63 pitches. We'll be lucky to see him complete 5 at this point. Dodger fans, of course, really loud. Again, has the most capacity of any baseball stadium. So that's in there 0-2. Definitely a packed house. Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 0-2 to Tucker. The pitch. That's way outside. 1-2. 89 on the curveball. Tech is saying the game is over. One and two. Chandler sets. Kicks and fires way upstairs again. 2-2. Chandler's like, no, it's a good baseball. I want it. I know what I'm doing. Two and two to Kyle Tucker. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. And Tucker will step out. Red wings, that sounds good. I haven't eaten in 8 hours. So that's downstairs 3-2. I don't think I'll be able to eat. Might be able to snack on something before I go to bed, but probably shouldn't do that. But I'm hungry. I am very much a hungry guy. I did not eat dinner. 3-2 to Tucker. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. The runner's going. Should be strike 3, but there is no challenge. That is a walk. Unbelievable. Again, Horwitz, of course, costing the team a challenge, and you know the Pirates will be gun shy from here on out. Unbelievable. Would have just caught the corner, but it is a ball. So bases loaded again. Tommy Edman at the plate. It's going DZ. Welcome on in the pitch. And that's going to be further inside, but it's called a strike. Edman's going to challenge. I believe he's going to win this challenge. And, of course, if it's a strike, well, the other one would have been a strike for sure. It's a ball. This umpire. Of course, again, I can only blame the Pirates. I only blame Horwitz for just doing a stupid challenge. 1-0 to Edman. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch. Edman fouls it back, and it's 1-1. 100 on the fastball. Need a hot pocket. Yeah. Haven't had a hot pocket in years, man. Haven't had a hot pocket in years. I like the croissant crust, the pepperoni. That's literally the only one I would eat. 1-1 count to Edman. The pitch. Edman sends a fly ball to left. That hooks on out of play. It's 1-2. Davis would have challenged probably. Again, Chandler with 71 pitches. Pardon me, here with 2 outs in the third. It's just not good. 1-2. The pitch. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Good pitch. That's 5 strikeouts for for Chandler, but he's allowed 4 runs. We go to the top of the 4th. Dodgers 4, Pirates 2. Due up for the Pirates will be Rafael Flores, Jake Mangum, and Jacob Gonzalez. At least the Bucks scored. Oh, yeah. More offense tonight from the Pirates than the Steelers. I can't do that for 2 reasons there, Mads. 1, I can't expose myself to that. And then 2, I live in the middle of nowhere. DoorDash isn't really a thing over here. So, yeah. There's nothing open in the town I live in right now. Like, it's too late. It's 10 o'clock. It's over. There's nothing open. Nothing open. And there's no DoorDash deliveries, I don't think, where I live. Nothing, man. I'm telling you. When I live in the middle of nowhere, I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm telling you. I live... That's why I get so frustrated with football season. Like, some people are like, oh, man, you're a little bit behind. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm sorry. I live in shambles all the time. All right, the Astros 4, Athletics nothing, Royals 5, Tigers 2. The White Sox over the Mets 6-4, Orioles 5, Rays 3, Marlins 3, Nationals 2, Red Sox 6, Giants 4, Yankees 3, Blue Jays 1, Phillies over the Cardinals 7-6, and the Brewers over the Braves 2-1. Currently, the Angels lead the Rangers 1-0 in extras. The Indians leading 8-1 over the Rockies. Padres leading 6-2 over the Twins. Again, we need the Twins to help us out. The Diamondbacks leading 6-0 over the Reds. So it'd be nice for the Reds to help us out. Mariners leading 4-3 over the Cubs. And, of course, in this one, the Dodgers leading 4-2 over the Pirates. You also live in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's rough. All right. Yamamoto sets and delivers. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. Flores is 0 for 1 on the night. The 0-1 of Flores, the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, 94 on the fastball. Live up in the mountains. How's your traffic? It's still noisy. Live out on a highway, so yeah, there's not much silence. Live in the middle of nowhere, but it's still noisy. The 0-2 to Flores. That's going to be hit. Oh, right to Freeman. He drops it, but then picks it up and still beats Flores to the bag for outs number 1. And that'll bring up Jake Mangum, who struck out in his last appearance. You PCA to get another hit and Shohei knocks a home run. How good of a chance? I would say a good chance. It's a good chance there, Dale. Good luck. Good luck there, Dell and Scrap. Yeah, I don't know. Could go either way, but I would say no. But you never know. Here's the pitch. Almost hits Mangum for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 count. Yamamoto readies, kicks, and delivers. That's in there, but not called a strike, and it's 2-0. Bad news, the Reds stink. Yeah, unfortunately, they're really not helping us out anymore, but we need to help ourselves. Sorry, they're Haas. 2-0. Yamamoto kicks and delivers. That is catching the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Horses passing your background. There's no horses. Not for a few miles. The 2-1. That's fouled off of Mangum. 2-2. I do not live in the San Antonio area. No, that is about 5 hours away. Marte nonsense. I saw it. Yes. Yeah. Don't know what in the world he's doing. 2-2 counts. What state is the city nowhere in? I don't know. I guess it could be either one. It's like The Simpsons. Where does Springfield? I don't know. Could be anywhere. 2-2 counts. Yamamoto kicks and delivers. That's grounded foul. 91 on the splitter. Yamamoto at 55 pitches. Definitely a lot more efficient than Chandler. So the Pirates kind of working the counts a little bit more as of late, especially that third inning. Two and two counts. Yamamoto begins the windup. Here is the pitch, as that is fouled back 2-2. A horse and a buggy just passed your house. Oh, wow. Oh, you're good. Used to live near, about 2 hours away. I used to live 2 hours south of San Antonio. That was when I was a little bit younger. The 2-2, checked his swing, appealed down to third. Did he go? He did not. 3-2. So yeah, Pennsylvania. Then when I was 8, moved down to South Texas, down near the valley, in the valley. Now I live in eastern Texas. 3-2 to Mangum. That is called strike 3. He struck him out. Man. That is now 6 strikeouts for Yamamoto. And that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, who struck out looking. Los Angeles suburbs here, but you got Buccos. There we go. I guess everyone can do a roll call where you're from. Mine as well. Here's the pitch. That's in there 0-1. 96 on the sinker. Any Amish? Not around me, no. You're very welcome, Brian. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. 0-1 count. Yamamoto sets, kicks, and delivers. That's taken inside for a ball. 1-1. Yamamoto delivers. That's at the knees. 1-2. Again, the Pirates being really patient. Trying, I guess, work that pitch count. Right now, though, it's not working. 1-2. Yamamoto kind of moving fast all of a sudden. He kicks and delivers as Gonzalez fouls this back. And it's 1-2. Again, this is Jacob Gonzalez. One and 2 count. Yamamoto with pitch number 63 on its way. Checked his swing. I don't think he went. He did not. And it's 2-2. Rikers Island, this guy. Rikers Island. Why is that? What is that? That sounds so familiar. The 2-2. Off the plate, 3-2. So Gonzalez works at full. And if you're just tuning in, Dodgers 4, Pirates 2 here at the top of the 4th. 3-2 counts. The pitch. That is popped up on the infield. Betts is under it and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers 4, Pirates 2. Hey, prison, is that what Rikers is? Rikers is home? Okay. All right, I won't question it. All right, still up for the Dodgers will be Teoscar Hernandez, Hunter Fiducia, and Shohei Ohtani. There you go. A lot of Pennsylvania in the chat, as expected. West Virginia, yep. Prison, yeah. That's probably what it is. I feel like I heard that. I didn't hear that from like real life or anything. I think I heard that from like DC Comics or something. You guys are on the West Coast too. Late evening for us. Yep. You guys are taking on the Mariners. You guys, I think we're up and now we're trailing. We were never up. We were tied at one point. But now we're losing. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Should say Alcatraz, yep. It's always mentioned in Spider-Man. Okay, maybe it was Marvel, but I don't really watch much Marvel, but I watched the Tobey Maguire 3. And then I watched the one with Tobey Maguire in the new series with Tom Holland. I guess I saw The Amazing Spider-Man, but never finished any of the movies. Never finished any of them. Never saw one start to finish. Let's go to Lock and Ball, Texas. Waylon, Willie, and the boys. Lock and Ball. I'm not familiar with Lock and Ball. That must be on another part of the state. Texas is so big, you just don't really know where anything is. Lockenbach. Okay. Yeah, that is 6 hours away from me. Where is Lockenbach? Yeah, that is close to Fredericksburg. Okay, San Antonio. Nice. Here's the pitch. That's high and in. Ball one. 1-0 to Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 of the night. Chandler again already at 73 pitches. Don't think he'll last too much longer. Here's the 1-0 to Hernandez as that's crushed to left. And that is a foul ball. 1-1 count. Let's go, Bucks. You already took our L today. Let's get this W. Let's go. Let's go. I like the attitude. Rikers is a prison. I believe you guys. Everyone let me know about it as soon as I didn't know. Here's the 1-1. As Hernandez with a ground ball. Oh, it's off Triolo. And, of course, that's something to expect from Gonzalez. But not Triolo. That is definitely not good. Well, that's a reached on error. Hernandez will be at first. Definitely took a pretty nasty hop. Try to defend him a little bit here, but definitely something you'd expect a Gold Glover to have made. Here's the pitch. That's in there, but not called a strike. Flores not going to challenge because he's only down to 1. Fiducia is 1 for 1, has a double on the night. Here's the pitch. That's in there, 1-1. 97 on the sinker. Brian Hayes makes that play. He does. Brian Hayes would make that play. And he would look as smooth as butter doing it. Here's the 1-1. That's downstairs, 2-1. 78 pitches again for Chandler. No, appreciate you, Darren. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, no, you cheer on your team. I don't blame you at all. 2-1. The pitch. That's downstairs, 3-1. I mean, here I am covering a team that hasn't been over 500 in, what, 8 years now? A team that hasn't won a playoff game since 2013. A team that hasn't won a series since 1992, before I was born. So I definitely understand. You got to cheer on your team. The 3-1, that's in there, 3-2. The only one that covers the Pirates with consistency. I mean, I haven't covered every game. This is game number 123, though, that I've covered. 3-2, Fiducia will step off. Same thing with Chandler. Sabinal, Texas. It's an hour south of... Okay, gotcha, yeah. Gotcha. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Throw to second. He is out. That's a double play. He struck out Fiducia. Then Flores with a rocket to second. That is huge. Double play for the Pirates. Hernandez, again, looking back at home. He was worried about... I don't know what if he puts his head down and just looks at the bag, he's probably safe. That was close. That is something I remember a PE coach taught me many years ago. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 1. Like when I was, I think it was like 9 or 10, I was racing. I was in a race, and I was so worried about the guy I was racing. I kept looking at him the whole time. I ended up losing, and he told me, he's like, dude, if you just run straight, you're going to beat him. You're just worried about the other guy for some reason. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. Anyway, 1-0 count to Ohtani. It's 1 for 1 with the walk. Where I lived. Not live anymore, but lived there, Brian. Who's warming up the pen? I don't know yet. They said someone was warming up, but I don't know if anyone... haven't shown anyone. 1-0 to Ohtani. And Ohtani fouls this back 1-1. Definitely much need. Kind of quieted the crowd, too. Crowd is... Dodgers fan. Again, a lot of very... they always show up for the Dodgers. Of course, they're always winning. That's in their 1 and 2, so I guess that's why he'll show up. Don't watch the ball on the ground here either. Yep, can't do it. You got to go to base. Go to your base. 1 and 2 to Ohtani. The pitch. That's high. 2 and 2. 101 still. I mean, that's pretty impressive. He's at 85 pitches. Which, again, that is not impressive to be at 85 in the 4th, but 101 regardless. On pitch number 85. Pretty cool. Chandler sets, kicks, and delivers as Ohtani fouls it back. 2 and 2. That was right down the middle, 100 miles per hour. Ohtani was late. Final score predictions. Oh, Kia, it's not looking good. Dodgers 7, Pirates 5. I'd love to see the Pirates, of course, win, but I don't know. I feel like the Dodgers won't be done. I think the Pirates will get it going, though, soon. 2 and 2 counts. Chandler kicks and delivers way upstairs. 3 and 2. 100 on the fastball, but no control. 3 and 2 counts. Very dangerous team. Oh, for sure. Now I understand there, Theo. It's the Dodgers, man. So, of course, my fellow Pirate fans. 15-4, 8-5, 8-5, 6-5. Wouldn't that be something? Especially the 15-4 there. Here's the 3-2. That's a grounder to second. Lau handles it on the hop, throws to first. Ohtani is out. All right, we go to the top of the 5th. 4-2, Dodgers leading. All right, up for the Pirates will be Jared Triolo, Spencer Horwitz, and Brandon Lau. They didn't win a series in '92. I thought they were the NLCS. So you're telling me that the MLB back then just put the top 2 teams? There was no wild card back then? How do you guys watch baseball back then? What the heck? There's no playoffs. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, wow. Okay, so they haven't won a series. Well, dang, I don't know when they won a series then. There was only 2 divisions, the Central. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there was only East back then. Duh. Okay. Well, shoot. Yeah, sorry. GG's. Well, dang, I don't even know. Anyway, yeah, cheer on your team, even if they're losing all the time. Even if they're losing all the time, you still do it. Now, I'm not saying be delusional and say they're going all the way. I mean, that's definitely not my attitude at all. Only 2 teams. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Dang. Well, thank you there, James. Appreciate you, man. Let's go, Pirates. Got to take the lead. Yep, Phillies won again. They did. Yep. A lot of things didn't go our way today. Oh, the Pirates aren't good? I didn't know that. I was not aware. Wasn't aware. I thought we were perennial winners. I thought we won 90 games a year easily. I don't know what timeline you guys are in. That's the timeline I'm from. As Triolo pops it up first base side. Freeman is under it, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. All right, well, that'll flip the lineup over for the Pirates, and that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. Of course, Horwitz is 0 for 2. Has to make up for his challenge, because that'll... because, yeah, that's kind of messing up the Pirates right now. Yamamoto kicks and delivers. Breaking ball below the knees, but it's called a strike because why not? 0-1 count. On your division, you do not make the postseason. That's crazy. But, I mean, only 2 divisions. I guess it's all right. Not as many teams. That's at the knees. That one's not called a strike. What in the world is going on with this guy? 1-1 count. To Horwitz. Yamamoto sets, kicks, and delivers. As Horwitz fouls this back 1-2. The regular season meant something. I guess so. That would make the regular season mean more if there's less teams. 1-2 counts. Horwitz will step out. But yes, the Jets did win. So on Raider, welcome on in. 1-2. Yamamoto sets and delivers. And that should be a strike. And Fiducia's going to, I don't know. You gave him, he's going to challenge. That was not immediately. He's going to strike out here. Yep. He gets it right. He struck him out. That was a late challenge. I mean, it should have been a strike anyway, but man, I don't know how you, I mean, again, the umpire's just been bad tonight. All right, well, that'll bring up Brandon Lau, who's 2 for 2, singled and doubled in his appearances thus far. Here is the pitch. That's off the plate, ball 1. 90 on the cutter from Yamamoto. Yamamoto with 71 pitches. He may go 7. The 1-0. That's in there, 1-1. 96 goes the fastball. One and 1 count. The delivery, that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 to Brandon Lau. Interesting. Fiducia kind of waiting for Yamamoto. That's a nice little pickup there from Greg Brown. The 1-2 to Lau. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Lau. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers 4, Pirates 2. Due up for the Dodgers will be Freddie Freeman, Andy Pages, and Max Muncy. 96 on the fastball. Skeen's pitching. He is not. Yump's been drinking. Yep. Homer be nice. Maybe next time, Russell. Maybe next time. You're at the Cueto game. Yeah, that must have been pretty cool. What do you drink? Yeah, just water. That's all I'm drinking right now. That's all I can do. I can't drink anything else, really. I should probably invest in some Gatorade, though. 1, because I'm sick, and for the electrolytes, but 2, I think that'll help. But yeah, really, though, honestly, though, there's sugar in it, so I shouldn't. I'm not having Gatorade Zero or whatever. I refuse. But yeah, you can't have sugar. If you're a speaker, if you're speaking, you can't have any sugar, because then it'll kind of slur your, not that I don't slur, right, but it'll make it worse. It'll start slurring my words like even more. Aren't looking too great. It's only 2-4, but definitely the offense has kind of cool off. Yeah. Yep. Gatorade powder. I never used Gatorade powder. Pirates should be very good next year. Maybe. Knock on wood twice. Yeah. Maybe. Gatorade Zero isn't that bad. I don't know. I've had it before. I didn't like it. All right. I don't know if it's Chandler. No, it's not. It's going to be Johan Ramirez. 3.03 ERA. Opponent batting average of 196. Of course, his problem is the walks. 41 walks in 68 innings pitched. So he doesn't allow many hits, but he'll make up for it by the amount of walks that he offers. Shouldn't say slurs. This guy. This guy. Yeah, I saw that. Picked up a catcher. I don't really know much about him. Used to drink Gatorade, but it's not really as healthy. Yeah, it's not really healthy for sure. All right, Ramirez is out there. He'll face Freeman, who's 0 for 2. The pitch. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Freeman is already in his home run trot, but it's going to be caught by Cruz. Out number 1. That was a loud out number 1. Sounded really good off the bat, but it kind of just died out there in center. Freeman gave it a good whack. Jeez. All right, well, that'll bring up Andy Pages. 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch. No Ramirez, yep. So inconsistent. This is actually going to be Kike Hernandez replacing Pages, who was hit by a pitch. That's inside ball 1. Kike's batting .250 on the season. Ramirez readies. Kicks and delivers. That's a sweeper away, 2-0. Flores liking the pitch. Apparently Ramirez gets weak contact. That's very interesting. The second lowest exit velocity in all of baseball. That's pretty interesting. 3-0 counts. That one misses away. Slow your words after an 18 pack. Jeez. The 3-0. That's upstairs. Ball 4. There's a walk. Again, Ramirez, I mean, pretty solid movement on his stuff, but he will be as wild as they come. All right, well, it'll bring up Max Muncy, who's 1 for 2. Muncy hit a home run in his first appearance, struck out in his last. Referring to Flores with that. Flores is 0 for 2. So that's in there 0 for 1. They're to Muncy. Again, runner on first, 1 out. Sorry if I'm tired, folks. I will push through and make this happen. 0-1 the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 there to Muncy. Again, hit number 26. Home run number 26 earlier on Chandler. Oh, and 2 counts. Ramirez checks on the run of the pitch. Try to backdoor him. Flores will challenge. It's close. I don't think he got it. I hope I'm wrong. He got it. He struck him out just barely, but he got him. What a pitch. What a challenge by Flores. That was gutsy. And it sure worked out. Give me 1 moment. And choked up there. All right, that'll bring up Mookie Betts, who was 1 for 2. 2 RBI single in his last appearance. Sweeper upstairs, called a strike. 0-1 counts. Oh, and 1 to Mookie Betts. Ramirez delivers. Sweeper outside. 1-1. 84 goes the sweeper. Yeah, the Pirates don't have a left-handed starter at all. I know it's crazy, Randy. Again, Robbie Ray was there. He was just chilling for the Giants. That's what I wanted. 1-1 the pitch, and that's going to be hit. Oh, what a diving stop by Trill. He makes the catch. All in one motion. Out number 3. We go to the top of the 6th. 4-2. Los Angeles leading. What a play by Trill, making up for it. Doing for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Nick Gonzalez, and O'Neal Cruz. Well, hopefully the middle part of the order can get going for the Pirates. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Folks, make sure again to hit that like button. We are at 114 likes. We're trying to get to 150. It's going to be close. We're going to cut it close tonight. Again, we have a streak that we got to keep it going. So make sure to hit that like button, folks. Of course, it pushes out the stream to more Pirates fans, Dodgers fans, baseball fans, sports fans in general. So make sure to do it. Again, Dodgers have like 1 million people covering the game for them. So don't really think we'll pick up too many new subscribers. So I do appreciate we got 3 so far. You know, coming from the football stream. So I appreciate it. I do. All right, the Padres leading 6-2 over the Twins. Again, we need the Twins to help us out. We also need the Reds to help us out, and that's not going to happen. Diamondbacks lead 6-0 over the Reds. The Mariners leading 5-3 over the Cubs. And then that is it. Again, as far as relevance to the Pirates, the Brewers over the Braves 2-1. Phillies over the Cardinals 7-6. Marlins over the Nationals 3-2. I guess that is it. Make sure again to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe as well. 5 away from 10,950. 11K by opening day. There's a chance. I think it's a good chance. I just really need to call non-Pirates games, honestly, if I want to get it. Everything that's not the Pirates as of late has been good for the channel. But again, I'm just trying to cover what I can with the Pirates while they are still in it. All right, Yamamoto sets, kicks in, delivers. That's it. They're 0-1. Reynolds again 0 for actually he's 0 for 1. It was hit by a pitch. 0-1 count. Yamamoto kicks and delivers. That's off the plate, 1-1. I can actually tell you. Maybe I'll do it Sunday or something. I can tell you some things. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball way upstairs. Not even close. 2-1. Well, the Tigers-Pirates series, the last game got me some subs. I'll admit that. That was actually a pretty good game. I was doing pretty solid. There's the 2-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, I can tell when I'm doing good, when I'm doing bad. Tonight, I'm all right. An average call. 2-2 to Reynolds. Here is the pitch. Reynolds fouls it back. He was late. 92 on the cutter. 2-2 again. Yamamoto at 79 pitches. I mean, if you're able to work the counts here and get something going, you can knock him out here. And then you'll face the Dodgers bullpen that is really good. I believe they have the second best bullpen in all of baseball. Only behind the Padres. Two and two the pitch. That's upstairs. 3-2. Search your finger, Yamamoto. Do like the Tigers pitchers. Yeah, I don't know what was. That was just weird. 3-2 to Brian Reynolds. Working it full. Here is the pitch. That's a ground ball to second. Edmund with it. Throws to first. Reynolds is out. All right, that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's driven in the only runs for the Pirates tonight. 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. So showing the offensive comparisons, again, the Pirates, third most runs for the Pirates, 5th most runs for the Dodgers. Hits, Pirates first, the Dodgers apparently also in first, but that is not true. Here's the pitch. That is going to be high and in, but it's called a strike. I mean, that is unbelievable. OPS favors the Dodgers. Homers will favor the Dodgers as well. Will call 0-1 count to Gonzalez. The pitch. That's taken inside for a ball, and it's 1-1. Yamamoto at 83 pitches. Again, can the Pirates work the counts here in the 6th to avoid him in the 7th? Need some orange juice. I'll take orange juice. Here's the 1-1. That's a chopper to third. Muncy with it. Throws to first. Gonzalez is out. And that'll bring up O'Neill Cruz over 2 on the night. Last postseason series the Pittsburgh Pirates won was the NLCS, when they swept the Reds 3-0 before going to win the World Series. I guess it would be the World Series then. That counts. Let's go in Amish. Appreciate you, man. Let's go Bucks. Yamamoto kicks and delivers. That's inside, ball 1. Yeah, I should have brought him up, huh? I don't know. I was thinking for... Yeah, I should have. I don't know why I didn't, to be honest. 1-0 to Cruz. The pitch. That's downstairs. And it's 2-0. Couldn't call a tennis match in this format. I mean, I could. Here's the 2-0. That's a swing and a foul tip, 2-1. It would be very intense. There, Bryce. It would be. 2-1 count. Yamamoto at 87 pitches. He kicks and delivers. That's inside, ball 3. 3-1 to Cruz. .88 pitches for Yamamoto as he begins the windup. Here is the pitch. Cruz fouls it back, 3-2. He was tardy on that one, 96. Cruz missile. Let's go. How's it going? Lots. Let's go, Bucks. 3-2 to O'Neill Cruz. Yamamoto readies. Begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That is inside, ball 4. So Cruz walks. And that'll bring up Rafael Flores. I mean, hey, game-tying run is coming up to the plate. So for 2, do you think they should move to Cruz or move Cruz to DH? I mean, I know that's what a lot of people want. I'm not saying he's a good fielder because he's not, but the Pirates have a lot of outfielders. So if you move him to DH, then you're kind of forced to play Nick Gonzalez in the field. Here's the pitch. That's in there, 0-1. But then again, if you DH Gonzalez, then you have to bench either Horwitz or O'Hearn whenever they come back. So I don't know. Pirates have a lot of hitters. Breaking ball in there, 0-2. So I don't know. It's a tough situation for the Pirates. I don't envy it. 0-2 to Flores. He will ask for time. Yamamoto at 92 pitches. I mean, I can see the Dodgers running him back out there for the 7th. I think saving this right now is O'Neill for the moment. 0-2 to Flores, the pitch. That's in the dirt. Handled well by Fiducia. And it's 1-2. He's got a good arm. Yeah, but his fielding is just bad. He can't judge a fly ball. But, you know, hasn't really done too much today. 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is 9 strikeouts for Yamamoto. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 4, Pirates 2. All right, due up for the Dodgers will be Kyle Tucker, Tommy Edman, and Teoscar Hernandez. Burley, appreciate you, man, for hanging out. Definitely a rough football game earlier. Can't re-sign Lau. I don't know. I know everyone says that. I'm not saying that. Like, if the current format stays, Kevin, yes. But if the salary cap and floor is implemented, then the Pirates have to spend money. So I think it's a lot more realistic than one would think. Again, it just depends on what the CBA is going to happen, you know, what's going to happen there. And then, I don't know. I also think Lau genuinely likes it at Pittsburgh. I really do. I really do think he likes the team. He does. He gives that vibe. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think, again, the salary floor will I think that'll help. So if that can happen, then I think the odds of him coming back are actually very high. Oh, I agree, Jed. Yeah, definitely need to figure it out for sure. Who's playing third? I don't know. We need to bring in a third baseman, an actual third baseman. Watch the show, Arthur? A little bit. Yeah, PBS Kids. I watch a lot of PBS Kids, yeah. Would I keep 4 quarterbacks? No, I would not. Not on the 53. No. I would not. What should they do with them if no DH? I don't know. I mean, again, it's just too many. You put them at DH, then you're forced to put Gonzalez in the field. Gonzalez right now is struggling. I would argue Gonzalez's defense is hurting the Pirates more. So I don't know. It's just not a good problem. I mean, it's just a lot of people. You can hit well, but you can't field well. You DH him again. I guess it'd be Reynolds in left, Mangum in center, Valdez in right, and then you have O'Hearn at first. But then where does Horwitz go? If you DH anybody but Horwitz or O'Hearn, then you lose a bat because they can't play anywhere else. Kirby Yates on the mound. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 1. Really? Yeah. So if you DH anybody other than Horwitz or O'Hearn in a full lineup, you're missing a quality bat. 1-0 count. Yates again facing Tucker. Here's the pitch. That's way inside. And it's 2-0. Let's go on back row. Good to see you. We're going to need some luck tonight. We are back row. It's going to take a lot. W's in the chat for back row. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate it. And you have a good night, Alex. Take care. Here's the 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1. 91 on the fastball. Two and 1 count. The Hayes trade was good. I disagree with the Bednar. I still think Bednar. I think we'd be better off with Bednar than Flores. And that's a swing and a miss. 2-2. I'll push back there. But yes. I mean, Flores has looked nice as of late, but if we had a closer, I mean, we're probably at 70 wins at least. At least. Here's the pitch. That's grounded foul. And we'll do it again. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, man. Chris, a member for a year. Let's go, Chris. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. I know it's late. I had the Brewers won earlier. Here's the 2-2. That's off the plate, 3-2. Yates sets and delivers. And that is fouled back. Still 3-2. Yates sets. He's rocking. He kicks and delivers. Tucker skies this. Slams his bat down. Cirillo making a run for it in left field and makes the catch. That is out number 1. And Tommy Edman will make his way to the plate. He struck out both times tonight. Good night, Christopher. Good luck. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. Man, I am dead. Sleeping for hours, gotcha. I wish I would be doing that. So that's going to be in there 0-1. Yeah, the Steelers again didn't look all that great, and the Pirates trailing here in the 6th. There's still an opportunity for them, but we'll see. 0-1 count to Edman. The pitch, swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. 0-2. 0-2 to Tommy Edman. 0-2 count. The pitch. That is upstairs. 1-2. Nine errors most. I don't know. It feels like it's way more. I don't know if they're counting errors properly then, because Gonzalez has really struggled. I mean, again, I know it's not his natural position. I don't want to pile on the guy, as that's inside 2-2. He's a fan favorite here on the channel. I have a mascot all for him, but he is definitely. I mean, it definitely has come back to bite us. 2-2 count to Edman, the pitch. And that is inside 3-2. Fielding decisions, throwing to second when he should throw to first. I mean, that's stuff that probably isn't counted as an error. Just a lot of things that have really been a little bit disappointing. And again, he's DHing tonight. I really think they're starting to see that it's just not working out. As Edman rips this to first, that is a fair ball down the right field line. Takes a nice bounce. That is a great bounce for the Pirates. Rifles it back into second. It's just going to be a single. Good stuff by Mangum. But Edman, though, with the single, and that'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez 0 for 2 tonight. Pirates start scoring. Yeah, I mean, I'll wake up for sure if they start scoring. What's going on, Brian? Welcome on in. 8 sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 85 on the splitter. On Fox. Yeah, tomorrow they play on Fox. Pirates and the Dodgers. 0-1 count. Yates kicks and delivers. That's a grounder. Possible double play. Triolo with it. Throws to second for 1. Throw. No throw. Lau has to eat it as Hernandez was hustling down the line. That's a fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Hunter Fiducia, who's 1 for 2. For sure, Jed, for sure. Again, his bat has really come along, but yeah, definitely need to work on that in the offseason if they don't acquire a third baseman, as Fiducia sends a fly ball to center, but Cruz is coming in and makes the catch. That is out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Dodgers 4, Pirates 2. 2 up for the Pirates will be Jake Mangum, Jacob Gonzalez, and Jared Triolo. You can definitely hear my voice. Oh my gosh. All right, that might be maybe a little bit better there. Also didn't have a solid first baseman until O'Hearn was playing at first. Yeah, I think O'Hearn much better than Horwitz for sure. Yeah, ideally it's Horwitz that's kind of the DH. You're referring to Horwitz as a solid? Really? I don't know. He made some nice plays, but at the same time he's just so slow. So maybe I'm completely wrong, but I don't know. I'd rather have O'Hearn, though. I feel like I'd rather have O'Hearn play. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd have to look at the stats there. All right, the Diamondbacks leading 7-0 over the Reds. The Mariners lead 5-3 over the Cubs. And that is it. Again, the Pirates not getting any help today. The Padres won. Let's see here. The Marlins won. The Phillies won. So, yeah, just a lot of things that didn't go right. So, as it stands, the Pirates will be 6.5 back at the end of the night. Unless, of course, they're able to come back and win. So, definitely not good. Definitely not good. Time to make this a game. We need it. Padres won. Yep, Padres won. Yep. So the Pirates right now live are 6 back. So definitely need to get it going. Need to get it going. Again, of course, that Padres series is definitely more important. But it's not like you want to throw away wins. You want to try to get some wins if you can. Of course, played last year. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. But, I mean, again, I like their bats. Again, Horwitz obviously has struggled, but whenever he's on, he is on. He's really, really underrated. His OPS is really high, usually. Again, it was like 860. It was one of the highest on the team before he got hurt. It really was. But, again, he's just struggling right now. Load the cannons. Ready the cones. There we go. Padres would be a dangerous team. Yes, they would. I really think highly of the Padres. That is off the plate, ball one. We're back underway. Yamamoto, by the way, beginning the 7th. I don't know how long he'll last. Brock Stewart warming up for the Dodgers in the bullpen. He's a right-handed reliever. 1-0 to Mangum. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. 90 there on the splitter. Mangum again 0 for 2. Blake Bacher warming up for the Pirates. 1-1 to Mangum. As Mangum sends a ball to right center field. That'll drop in. That could be a double. Mangum's taking off the helmet. He's racing. He's going. And he will stay at second. That is a leadoff double, folks. That is good. So, again, the game-tying run, potentially, is at the plate. Yeah, the Jets. The Jets were just too good. The dang Jets. For the Padres to beat the Brewers. I don't think they'll play each other. That's the thing. All right. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez. 0 for 2 on the night. Trying to get something. Here's the pitch. That is inside, ball one. This might be... I don't know. Maybe he faces Triolo. I'm not too sure. Yamamoto, though, at 98 pitches. Yamamoto readies, kicks, and delivers. That is fouled back, and it's 1-1. I appreciate that, Darren. Thank you very much. No, you're good. You're good. Geno Smith played 1 drive. Yep. Let's go on, Bill. Welcome on in. W's in the chat for Bill. Thank you for the coins. Thank you very much. 1-1 to Gonzalez, the pitch. That misses inside, 2-1. 95 on the fastball. Jets going to the Super Bowl, 100%. 100%. Two and 1 to Jacob Gonzalez. Yamamoto kicks and delivers. That's below the knees. Fiducia's going to challenge. I believe he's going to lose this. If that catches the zone, that is amazing. That is below, yep. It's going to be 3-1. So, again, both teams now with 1 challenge. By the way, Fiducia kind of looks like Tom Grossi. If you put a catcher's mask on him, that's kind of interesting. 3-1 counts to Jacob Gonzalez. The pitch. Gonzalez pops it up. That is not cool. And that'll be caught there by Muncy for out number 1. Greg Brown said it was not good. I said it was not cool. And that'll bring up Jared Triolo, 0 for 2. What's your take for next year? I didn't see it there, Sam. Maybe try DH or play third. Oh, Horwitz cannot play third, no. No, he would struggle so bad. He can't move. Here's the pitch to Triolo. Breaking ball in there. 0-1. You think Spencer Subi shop? Yeah, I mean, if we get a starting pitcher, I mean, I think there's value with Spencer. So I would ask for a solid, high 3 ERA type of pitcher. Here's the 0-1. That's downstairs, 1-1. So, yeah, I'm fine with shopping one of these guys, but yeah, we definitely would need like an MLB type of player in return. 1-1 to Triolo. The pitch. That is downstairs, but that's called a strike. Triolo doesn't like it. All he can do is smile. 1-2. Yamamoto readies and delivers. That's inside. 2-2. Yamamoto, by the way, on 106 pitches. Of course, if this were the Pirates, he wouldn't even have pitched the 7th inning. Two and 2 count. Yamamoto readies. And delivers. Oh, and it hits him! High and in. Triolo grabbing his hand. Greg Brown saying it may have hit his elbow. The non-guarded one. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it hit him, yeah, in the right elbow. No, that's not good. Slam his bat down. He did not like that. So Yamamoto, that'll be it for him. He is responsible for the runners at first and second. Yamamoto getting a standing ovation, but hey, if these runs score, that line won't be too great. But so far it is. 6 1/3 allowed, 2 runs. So pitching change here in Los Angeles. This retaliation? No. Reynolds got hit earlier. Reynolds got hit in the first inning, and then the Pirates hit Pajes. I think that was in the 2nd or 3rd inning. And here we go in the 7th. Yep. Became first Dodgers, hit 200 Ks. Really? Man. Is it really it? Well, not this year. Unless I wrote down the wrong thing. Yes, Darren. Yeah, Cal's not played well. Oh, he went deep against the Cubs. That is tough. Triolo taking one for the team. There we go. It's a team player. Team player. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. We are at 132 likes. Trying to get to 150, folks. Keep hitting that like button. It does help out the channel. Again, there's a lot of Dodgers creators out there. I mean, it's crazy the amount of Dodgers play-by-play there are. So, definitely going to be buried on the algorithm. That's just the way it works. Canadian York to bat against Yamamoto. Number's 30. I guess I don't understand that one. Oh, since 2021. Gotcha. Dang. Yeah, 9 strikeouts tonight. Yamamoto, man. That guy's pretty good. The guy is pretty good. All right, we'll be the top of the order, so we'll see if Horwitz can get something going. Again, he's 0 for 3. Runners on first and second for the Pirates. 1 out the pitch. That misses inside, ball 1. This is Stewart. Brock Stewart. He's batting. ERA of 2.30. Opponent batting average of 113. This guy doesn't allow many hits. Here's the 1-0. That's right down the middle. 1-1. 97 on the fastball. World War II OT was a P-38 that took down General Yamamoto. Oh, I did not know that. Gotcha. 1-1 count to Horwitz, the pitch. And that is popped up. Unbelievable, man. That's upstairs. Lets a pitch down the middle go, and then he swings up out of the zone. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau, 2 for 3. Pirates are warming up a couple of guys. Again, Bakker's still in there, but Soto's joined him. So So hopefully Lau can get something going. Again, 2 for 3. Need something here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing, appealed down to 3rd. No, the umpire's going to say he went. Lau accepts his verdict. 0-1 count. One to Brandon Lau. Stewart kicks and delivers in the dirt. Goes the changeup. Changeup at 92. Not much difference between the changeup and the fastball. 97, 92. Skeets for around, maybe. I don't know. I hope so. I think he will. Not this year, though. I don't think so. 1-1 to Brandon Lau. Stewart sets, kicks, and delivers. That is jammed foul. 1-2. 94 on the cutter, high and in. The count is 1-2. Lau does ask for time. Again, runners on 1st and 2nd for the Pirates with 2 outs. An opportunity for him. He's a sandbagging to bring his cost value down so the Pirates can afford him. That is what a 1,000 IQ play that would be by Paul Skeens. 1-2 to Lau. Off the plates. 2-2. 90 on the changeup. Let's go on, Aaron. Welcome on in. Looks like Fiducia does ask. He asked for time. Yeah, I don't know. Stewart wasn't liking anything Fiducia was offering there. Two and 2 to Brandon Lau. Stewart sets. Looks back. The pitch. Called strike 3. He struck him out right down the middle. Lau wasn't looking for him. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers 4, Pirates 2. Due up for the Dodgers will be Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Andy Paez. That was brutal. 2 pop-ups and a backwards K. That is yep. It's my opinion, but I've ran it by a few people, and it made them think for a second. No, no, I would disagree. If Skeens really wants to sign back with the Pirates, then he would just take a pay cut. I don't see why he would make his own value worse. Yeah. He's just legit struggling. That's what it is. I hope he does take a pay cut, but right now, though, it's not looking like we're going to even want him at the end of these 6 years. So, but again, hopefully he can turn it around. I think he can. I think he will. Maybe again, I don't know. Maybe he got cocky, big-headed. I don't know, but definitely need him to return to form. Which was a 2-2 pitch, yep. All right. Again, it's going to be Shohei Ohtani. He's 1 for 2 with the walk. He'll be up to the plate there to lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. Now they're showing some old footage between the Dodgers and I don't know if that was the Giants or the Tigers. No idea. All right, it's going to be Lake Backer. Here's the pitch. That's at the knees, 0-1. Back underway here in Los Angeles. 89 on the slider from Backer, who has a 3.80 ERA, opponent batting average of 200. Backer delivers. That's down and in, 1-1. I believe Skeens loves Pittsburgh. I don't know if I share that feeling. I'd like to believe that. 1-1 to Ohtani. That's inside, 2-1. I mean, he's not like a, doesn't strike me as a Los Angeles, New York guy, but I do believe he wants to win. That's off the plates, but it's called a strike. Ohtani's going to challenge. He's going to win this challenge. Not a good call by the umpire. Just barely, but it's a correct call there by Ohtani. Dalton Rushing is probably punching a wall somewhere. But it's going to be 3-1 to Shohei Ohtani. Backer sets. Kicks and delivers. Checked his swing. Did he go? Peeled down to third. He did not. That is a walk. That'll bring up Freddie Freeman, 0 for 3 on the night. Skeens loves bacon cheeseburgers. We all do, though. That's the thing. I don't know. Again, I know that's, of course, obviously a reference to the potential weight gain if he did or didn't. I don't really know. But I don't think that doesn't really matter. I don't think him being fat really matters, as we've seen plenty of, bigger. By the way, he's more in shape than I am. I'm fatter than him, but like, we've seen much more overweight pitchers or even batters do very well. So I think that's definitely overblown. As here's the 1-0 that's in there, 101. It's just an internet opinion that's circulating. Like, oh, he's struggling because he's fat. Now everyone kind of just goes with that. I don't really buy that. I don't buy that for a moment. 1-1 count to Freeman. Backer kicks and delivers. That's fouled back, 1-2. 2 is a lead. Yep, I'm hoping so. We've held our ground. So far. 1-2 counts. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back. We'll do it again. Again, Freeman 0 for 3 tonight. Batting average is, I think it's dipped below 300. The 1-2, that's in the dirt, 2-2. Freddie Freeman, of course, has been doing this for quite some time. One of the better hitters for over a decade. Antoine Kelly warming up for the Pirates. Well, it's definitely not a contest here, Anthony, but yeah, I've definitely put on the pounds the last 3 years. The 2-2. That is fouled back. Still 2-2. Morgan Freeman's at the plate. Very nice. Could be in the playoffs. Maybe. I mean, kind of. I would say we'd have more wins. Maybe 5 or 6 more wins. Here's the 2-2. As Freeman once again fouls this back. Jeez, we would definitely be in the playoff picture, or like only a half game back or something like that. I would agree. I would agree with that. 2-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Not too sure if this at-bat will ever end. The pitch. That's down away, 3-2. Seattle is winning. There you go. 3-2. The pitch, the runner's going. Freeman sends a fly ball to left center field. The Dodgers fans are cheering for it. That's pretty odd, though, because it's caught by Cruz for out number 1. I think Dodger fans just cheer for any hit at this point. I don't know. Any fly ball, it's gone. It's not really how it works. Though we've seen one tonight, though. That'll bring up Kike Hernandez. Again, Kike has replaced Andy Pages. Hernandez has walked. And that is it. Backer sets. Kicks and delivers. Breaking ball in there. And it's 0-1. Maybe it's a strike, maybe it's not. I don't know. All I know is the umpire called it a strike. And that guy's been on it tonight for sure. So not going to question him at all. Definitely in the strike zone. 0-1 count to Kike Hernandez. The pitch. That's ripped foul, and it's 0-2. Slim down if you look at his face. Yeah, I guess I have to look at his face. I don't know. Ashcraft picked up. Yeah, Ashcraft's been nice. Ashcraft's been pretty solid. 0-2 count to Kike Hernandez. Backer kicks and delivers. Check the swing. Did he go? He did. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Good stuff by Backer. And that'll bring up Max Muncy, who is 1 for 3 with the home run, struck out twice. Rising Rhino redirect. Appreciate you guys. Folks, make sure to check out Rising Rhino, friend of the channel. Of course, we'll be hosting a show together very, very soon in 10 days. And, of course, is that guy, has he submitted his picks to me? No, he has not. I don't really know what's going on. Breaking ball in the dirt. Throw to second. He is safe. Ohtani swipes a bag. But make sure, again, to subscribe to my friend Rising Rhino for all your football needs. Covers the most football on YouTube. That is a fact. In fact, he was covering the Canadian Football League tonight. So hopefully that stream went well. So thank you guys again for hanging out there. Appreciate you guys for the redirect there. Rhino, Bob, Raider, Chris, Giants fan, thank you very much. Like number 142. Let's go. Here's the pitch. That's in there. 1-1. Rhino redirect. Literally jointed the redirected. That is crazy stuff. Sorry, Anthony. Rhino did not want to talk to you. Rhino said, I'm out. There's Anthony. I am gone. 1-1 count to Muncy. Backer looks back. Here's the pitch. As that's a ground ball, but that's also a foul ball. And it's a 1-2 counts. Appreciate you, Durham. Appreciate you, man. Rhino Nation, again, definitely a big part of here as well. I do appreciate you, Rhino. I'll have to talk to you very soon. Try to plan out our show. Even after you said go Jets. That's crazy. 1-2 counts. Backer delivers. That's in the dirt. 2-2. 89 on the slider. Again, runner on second, 2 outs. 2-2 counts. Dodgers winning by 2. Pirates with 2 runs. 2s are wild. Muncy readies. And fires. That is downstairs, ball 3. Flores having trouble there. He's trying to receive these pitches. Team delay. Well, we're part of the same team there, Mads. Rhino is a big friend of the channel. We're rising together. He's almost at 9,000 subs. Here's the 3-2 to Muncy as Muncy sends a fly ball, but that's also going to be, once again, in foul territory. I don't know if Rhino's going to check in or not. But regardless, again, make sure to search up Rising Rhino and subscribe to this channel. I'm subscribed to Rising Rhino. You should be as well. Definitely do that. And hopefully it was a good stream for him. 3-2 to Muncy. Backer sets. Looks back. Here is the pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 4. The ball kind of gets away. Ohtani will stay put at second. Muncy will make his way to first. That'll bring up Mookie Betts 1 for 3. I do insist. I do insist. Everyone should be subbed to Rhino. I do definitely mean that. And all of a sudden now we have a little bit of delay. It looks like Flores going to have a chat with Backer. Again, the Dodgers with runners on first and second. I don't know what's going on all of a sudden. So, yeah, I don't know. Flores and Backer just having a chat. And thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you again for the redirect, Rhino. Make sure, folks, to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 150. We're close. We're 1 like away from it. Trying to keep the 150 like streak alive. We're trying. Lead blue. I don't know what you'd be referring to there, Ventura. There's no way you're talking about the Dodgers. No way you would do that. No way you would do that on a Pirates channel. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 1. Betts again 1 for 3. 2 RBIs in his lone hit tonight. Backer shaking off some signs. He'll set anyway. Here is the pitch. That's away. 2-0. Rhino's cool for a Colts fan. He is. He is. Let's go, Rhino. What's going on, man? Appreciate you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Thank you for the redirect again. Make sure to click on his name, search up his name, and subscribe. Here's the pitch. That's downstairs 3-0. Again, my partner in crime when it comes to football here on YouTube. And of course, again, we'll have a show together starting August 31st. That'll be fun. That'll be very fun. 3-0 count. Backer looks back. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 4. Just completely wild as the Dodgers have bases loaded with 2 outs. It'll be Kyle Tucker. Tucker's 0 for 2 with the walk. I should incorporate Dr. DeLay Media Group in trying to get Super Bowl press credentials. Yeah, maybe in the future. I don't know where this thing will go. So to run, appreciate you, Mads. Backer delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Dodger fans are rallying behind Tucker for multiple reasons, of course. Again, Tucker, of course, a guy that could use a hug. But also, again, he gets a hit or a walk. Runs will score for the Dodgers. So that's off the plate, 1-1. 93 on the fastball. Tebow and Flacco. I don't even know what that is. 1-1 count. The pitch. Check this swing. That's in there. 1-2. Oh, 155. Okay. I was thinking, I don't know why. I just thought it was. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate that. We got over 150. One and 2 to Tucker. Ohtani's halfway down. Here's the pitch. Tucker sends a fly ball to right. Cruz is calling for it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The Dodgers strand. The bases loaded. The Pirates are still in it for the moment. We go to the top of the 8th. It is 4-2 Dodgers. 2 up for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Nick Gonzalez, and O'Neal Cruz. Night, Doc. Appreciate you, Giants fan. Thank you very much. Again, for the redirect, Rhino. The night is rather cool here in the hills. Nice. Yeah, it's not cool here at all. I can wake up and it already feels like 100. I'm not even kidding. I'll wake up and it's 88 degrees and the feel is 100. Right now, the feels like is 92. And it is 11:31 where I live. I hate it here. I want to go home, but I am home, unfortunately. So there's that. Gotta keep going and growing. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Just rising on up. Trying to. We are 53 subs away, though. Thank you guys for the subs there. I appreciate that. Trying to grow the channel even more. Trying to get to 11K by the beginning of the NFL season. As, again, 53 subs. Pouncy, Marquise Pouncy subscribers away. And we've got 19 days to do it. So if I don't do it, well, then that's a choke. That is like 28-3 type of choke. And no NFL team would ever do that anyway, so I don't even know why I brought that up. Colorado's nice this time of year. Yeah, it's nice. Summer in America, I know it's brutal. Well, you're good. You appreciate your Ventura. No problem. Yeah, I don't really cover the Dodgers at all unless they play the Pirates or they're playing like the Brewers. Yeah, Dodgers. I mean, if you like the NFL, though, I guess I could throw that lifeline for you. If you like the NFL, there's no bias. Well, I mean, I don't like teams, so I cover everybody, though, pretty well. So there's that, Ventura. But yeah, if you're just a baseball guy, yeah, I don't blame you. I definitely won't be covering the Dodgers much, unless it's like playoffs where they play a team that I cover a decent amount. Because that's down below the zone 1-0. Kyle Hertz looking to hurt the Pirates. 4.20 ERA. Opponent batting average at 224. Reynolds is 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. Hertz delivers as Reynolds sends a fly ball to right, and that ball is a one-hopper off the wall. Reynolds is busting it to second. The throw is in, cut off, and he is standing at second with a leadoff double. Good stuff for B-Ray. 112 off the bat. He smoked it. And the Pirates, no, it's only, I think that's 6 hits now, but most of them have been like, I think 5 of the 6 hits have been smoked. Just unlucky when it comes to launch angle right now. 116. How in the world? All right, that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. That's upstairs. Ball 1. Speedy Gonzalez, 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. Reynolds, that was his 31st double of the season again. But an RBI guy tonight. Hopefully he can keep it going here. Was Reynolds at second. 1-0 count. Hertz sets, kicks, and delivers. That's tied in 2-0. He served at Fort Polk. I know about, yeah, that's not that far from here, Dan. Appreciate it. Thank you for your service. Thank you all for your service. Those of you that have served, I know Russell, of course, has served. Here's the 2-0 to Gonzalez as he sends a ball to shallow right. That'll not be deep enough to move Reynolds. Edmund makes the catch, throws over to third. Reynolds staying put at second. Again, it just seems like the Pirates have been popping it up whenever they get an opportunity. Edgardo Henriquez warming up for the Dodgers. Looks like he'll be going for him in the 9th. As that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz, 0 for 2 with the walk again. He represents the game tying run. So we shall see. Appreciate you, Claude. Thank you for hanging out. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs, ball 1. Yeah, I definitely understand there, Claude. I understand. Tired of cutting grass, yeah. Luckily for me, the grass is like kind of slowed down on growing. Here's the 1-0 to Cruz. That's upstairs 2-0. It's not raining, it's hot. A lot of burn bans everywhere. Two 2-0 counts. Hurt sets, kicks, and delivers. That's downstairs 3-0, 89 on the changeup. Want to see some bonus baseball? We'll see. I personally would rather win through 9, but I guess that's fine. 3-0 to Cruz the pitch. That's taken all the way. That's right down the middle. 3-1, 98. Goes the 4-seam fastball. Don't talk about the playoffs. Don't do it. Don't wanna. 3-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with the changeup. 3-2. Cruz looking fastball way out in front of it. Brutal. 3-2 to Cruz, the pitch. Cruz fouls it back. And it's still 3-2. Can't blame him if he walks him. I mean, I'll take anything. Flores is on deck. He's 0 for 3 tonight. The 3-2 grounder to first. That is a foul ball. Would have moved Reynolds to third, but Cruz definitely would have been out. Would be nice to have a Cruz missile, though, for sure. All here in Colorado Springs. Hey, you're close to Rhino. Rising Rhino out there. 3-2 to O'Neill Cruz. The pitch. Cruz sends a fly ball to right center field. Way back it goes. That ball is gone. It's a Cruz missile. He's tied it up. He's tied it up. His 16th home run of the season ties it up in Los Angeles. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Hoist 2 codes. O'Neill Cruz. Oh, my O'Neill. Oh, my O'Neill. Hurts the Dodgers instead. Man, oh, man, that was very nice. And it's a brand new ball game. Wow. And that'll bring up Rafael Flores, who is 0 for 3 on the night. And that's a big swing and a miss. Strike one. Flores trying to put the Pirates on top. 0-1 counts. Man, oh man. 0-1. High and in. Almost hits him. And it's 1-1. Let's go. We got the cones. 1-1 count to Flores. Pirates making it interesting. Hurt readies, kicks, and delivers. That's off the plate. 2-1. 99 on the fastball, way outside. Everyone's calling. Okay, how many people called it? Okay, everyone said. Everyone's saying, I told you so, or I called it. All right, okay. Here's the 2-1. That's in there, 2-2 to Rafael Flores. Man, that was definitely much needed. 2-2. Hurt kicks and delivers. Flores pops it up. That is a foul ball. I knew it. Okay. Mads bet on it. Mads did bet on it. But it's still, everyone's still claiming it. I knew they'd know it. This guy. Unbelievable. The 2-2, that swung on. Oh, it's a drop third strike. Flores is racing to first. Fiducia throws to first. Flores is safe. So Flores strikes out, but he gets on first due to the wild pitch. Wow, that is, you don't see that much, to be honest with you, anymore. Well, you will take it. So Flores gets on anyway, despite striking out. As that'll bring up Jake Mangum, who's 1 for 3. Mangum, of course, doubled in his last appearance. Appreciate you, AAA. Appreciate you, man. Scroll up. I believe everyone. I believe everyone here. Everyone's right. Everyone's a winner. Participation trophies, ribbons for you guys. You guys are all so good. Hurt is not. He is done. They're going to take him out. So pitching change here in Los Angeles. The Dodgers going to the pen. Dodger fan first, or Pirate fan first, Dodger hater second. Let's go, Buccos. Let's go. Denny was in the kitchen. You're good. Everyone called a home run, then it happened. So there you go. That's what we missed. That's what you missed. This chat willed a home run. We're probably the only chat tonight that was willing a home run, honestly. Because, again, everyone else is like a Dodger fan. I think Joey might be covering it as well. But me and Joey and I were the only Pirate fans calling games. So for the Pirates. So yeah, definitely a lot of Dodger people out there. Just way too many. Way too many. Anyway, again, if you enjoyed anything that you've seen tonight, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Apologize if I look rough. I always look rough, but I probably look more rough because I called the Steelers right before this. I'm pretty tired. But, hey, it's a good game. It's a good game. So, again, I do thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for liking. Of course, again, we always try to get to 150. We'll keep that streak going as long as we can. It'll come to an end one day because the Pirates will be out of it. And it'll just be me here. Me, Russell, Denny. And, of course, a few others. But, anyway. But, yeah, thank you guys again for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. We'll see, of course, what the Dodgers do. They're going to bring out Henriquez, who I guess is who they wanted in the 9th, but I guess they're using him here in the 8th. Because, again, O'Neal Cruz had other plans going off against the team that traded him to the Pirates. So, again, it'll be Flores at first, Mangum at the plate with 1 out. And it's going to be Edgardo Henriquez on the mound. We're going to go to the 10th, possibly. Henriquez looks over at first. He sets. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a foul tip into the glove. 0-1, 100 on the fastball from Henriquez. One count. Henriquez readies. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He was way late on it, but it was 102. So I can't really fault him. Henriquez with a 3.06 ERA. Opponent batting average of 174. Has only allowed 1 home run this year. Wow. Unbelievable. Weaver tonight, maybe. 0-2 to Mangum. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 103. Oh, geez. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, who's 0 for 3 on the night. Of course, Gonzalez, again, he's a guy with some power as well. Henriquez sets, looks over at first. Here's the pitch. That's downstairs, ball 1. 99 on the fastball. They're just joining us. O'Neal Cruz with a 2-run blast in the top of the 8th. Tying the game up. Pirates with a runner at first with 2 outs. Henriquez checking over at Flores. He kicks and delivers. That's off the plate ball. Someone gets away, but Fiducia is able to get on it pretty quickly, and it's 2-0. Is that 8-5? He could be. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Appreciate you, Seamuth. Appreciate you, Norman. Thank you again. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the Pirates look in a few weeks. 2-0 to Gonzalez, the pitch. Gonzalez sends a fly ball to left center field, but looks like it'll find a glove. It does. Hernandez with the catch for outs number 3. But O'Neal Cruz with his 16th home run of the season, tying the game up here in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 4-4 in Los Angeles. Due up for the Brewers. What the heck? Dodgers. It's going to be Tommy Edman, Teoscar Hernandez, and Hunter Fiducia. Of course, again, if you've been paying attention to other results, you'll know that the Pirates did not get any help today. Everybody that they needed to win, or lose, pardon me, won. So, again, the Phillies won. The Padres won. I believe the Cardinals, did they win? I don't even remember if they won. But the Marlins won. The Diamondbacks were winning. So, absolutely a horrible day for the Pirates outside of the Pirates. Yeah, the Cardinals, that's right. The Cardinals were playing the Phillies. So they lost. But yeah, just brutal. Just brutal. So, of course, the Pirates, if they lose tonight, they will drop to 6.5 back. So that's not good, but again, the series against the Padres is much more important. But you definitely want to try to take at least one here in Los Angeles. Give yourself a chance. And of course, you take the first game, then you somehow luck your way into taking another one of the next two, and boom, you win the series. So that's all we're trying to do. Just take one. Give me one. Give me one. And you're okay. You're still hanging on, barely on life support, but you're okay. Phillies are on a heater. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let's go on, Jesse from Baltimore. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Lost 7-6. I know. I know. Tasima's Phillies. The Phillies, they're going to do it. They're going to get to the playoffs. Luke Weaver on the mound for the Pirates. He'll be tasked with keeping this 4-4, 2.25 ERA. Opponent batting average of 175. So using your best arm, and you got to use it in the 8th. I mean, you want to try to keep this thing. Give us a chance. How did Drew look tonight? Not that great. Drew and Will did not look good at all, to be honest with you. I would say I'd prefer Drew over Will, but it was close. Apparently they were checking out Weaver's glove. I don't know if it passed requirements. I guess it did. That's pretty interesting there, but I think we'll be fine. Maybe the umpire's rubbing off some stuff on Weaver, and then Weaver will get caught and throw out of the game. And it's all because the umpire shook his hand. GG. So far, so good. Connor Griffin, yep, in September. All right. Tommy Edman at the plate. He's 1 for 3. Weaver sets. As he begins to wind up, here is the pitch. As Edman sends a fly ball to right. That is a foul ball. By the way, no more Flores. It's Henry Davis. Henry Davis has taken over for Rafael Flores. Interesting. 5-5 in Seattle, man. Drew's from your city. Nice. 0-1 count to Edman. The pitch as Edman fouls it back, and it's 0-2. 96 on the fastball. Almost midnight here in the Central Time Zone. 12:49 back in Pennsylvania. Make it 12:50. 0-2 count to Tommy Edman. It's a late one tonight. This game's probably almost at 3 hours now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Nice start to the bottom of the 8th for Redmond. No. Nice start to the inning for Weaver as he strikes out Edman. And that'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez 0 for 3. I am sleepy, I'll admit. Weaver faces Hernandez as he delivers. That's down and in, ball 1. 90 on the changeup. Reached on an error and a fielder's choice. So he's 0 for 3, but has been on base twice. 1-0 count. Weaver sets, kicks, and delivers. That's at the knees. And it's 1-1. Hernandez going to challenge. I believe he's going to lose this. I think it caught the zone. That would be good for the Pirates. Yes, sir. It caught the zone. The Dodgers are out of challenges. Of course, again, it's good to use them in the 8th. That's when you should use them. 1-1 to Hernandez. Weaver sets and delivers. Hernandez fouls his back, and it's 1-2. 1-2 counts. To Teoscar Hernandez. Weaver kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Weaver. That'll bring up Hunter Fiducia, who's 1 for 3. Of course, again, the top of the order going to be due up at the bottom of the 9th, assuming, of course, able to get Fiducia out. So, again, it's going to be really tough for the Pirates in the 9th inning. Weaver sets, kicks, and fires. That's in the dirt. Ball 1, 91 on the cutter. Trying to keep awake. You can probably notice I'm moving around a little bit more than I normally would. 1-0 to Hunter Fiducia. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 89 on the changeup. Fiducia 1 for 3. Again, a double and scored in the 3rd inning. One and 1 to the left-hitting catcher, Hunter Fiducia. Weaver kicks and delivers. That's in the dirt again. 2-1. 89 on the changeup. Going for the Pirates in the 9th would be Triolo, Horowitz, and Lau. And we'll see what the Dodgers decide to do in the 9th. The 2-1. That's a swing and a miss. 2-2. It was Henriquez that ended the 8th inning for the Dodgers. Flamethrower that can reach again 103. 2-2. Weaver sets, kicks, and delivers. Just outside. Davis going to challenge. He will lose. The Pirates will be out of challenges. They trust Davis so much. The infield was moving towards the dugout, but no, sir. Davis loses it, so the Dodgers and the Pirates trade back-to-back bad challenges. And no more for either team in regulation. 3-2 counts. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So he strikes out the side. As we go to the top of the 9th, Pirates and the Dodgers, 4-4 in Los Angeles. Believe it or not, the Pirates with more hits. 7 hits for the Pirates, only 5 for the Dodgers. 2 up for the Pirates will be Jared Triolo, Spencer Horwitz, and Brandon Lau. 2 catchers. Yeah, I know. It's usually the catchers are pretty good. Got to update the counter to 18 days. Oh, my goodness. You caught me slacking there, Slammy. That's tough. But you are correct. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Actually, no. Technically, for me, I have 5 more minutes. I'm in the Central Time Zone. So 5 more minutes, and I can do it. Got away with it with a 3-2 pitch. Actual relief pitching. Yeah, I know. Again, the Pirates actually, with the bullpen now. Sorry, though, Crescent. Sorry. I mean, hey, it's still more than likely Dodgers win, but, definitely enjoying it while we can for the Pirates. Again, the Pirates need it much more than you guys. Look at the records, of course. 63-66. The Dodgers, 77-51. Dodgers very much going to be in the playoffs. Pirates, yeah, we need a lot of stuff to go our way. Who wins? We'll see. Yamazaki, but it's probably going to be the Dodgers. But again, you never know. You never know. Maybe the Pirates can steal one. Maybe we can steal this Friday night baseball game. Again, the Pirates not good at nights. I need to pull up that stat. You guys couldn't believe it, but the Pirates, horrible at night. They are one of the best daytime teams in all of baseball. But during nights, they are 30-45 at nights. It is absolutely insane. By the way, Dodgers 62-35. So, yeah, they're really good at night. All right, we shall see Jared Triolo as he will face, I believe this is Henriquez again. He's coming out there for the 9th. That's a slider away, down and away, ball 1. Triolo's 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch. Yeah, Luis, it's going to be really tough because the Dodgers, have the top part of the order. 1-0 count to Triolo, the pitch. That's on the inside corner, 1-1. The Pirates can do it. I think they can too, but again, it's probably favoring right now the Dodgers, just the odds. Russell would keep Weaver in the game. Interesting. 1-1 to Triolo, the pitch. Triolo fouls. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's going to be to right, and it's going to be caught. Tucker makes the catch for out number 1 on a fly ball to right. All right, that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz again. He's 0 for 4. He's really struggled since coming up, and of course, you feel like he'll eventually get it going. Why not? Why not now? Jared Jones tomorrow? I think so. I don't recall. Here's the pitch. That's in there, 0-1. 93 on the cutter. Dodgers are 8-10 this month. Well, the Pirates are horrible since the break. Here's the 0-1, high and in. 1-1. The Pirates are what since the break? What are they? They're 13-18. Well, I guess not as bad, but they've been struggling since the All-Star break. 1-1 to Horwitz. The pitch upstairs, 2-1. 100 on the fastball. I think the Pirates' skid is kind of behind them. But will their baseball be enough to get them back in it is the question. 2-1 to Horwitz. Checked his swing. It's in there anyway. 2-2. Fiducia kind of wanted to challenge that, but umpire called it a strike. But of course, again, the Dodgers are out of challenges. 2-2 to Spencer Horwitz. As Horwitz will ask for time. Wouldn't let you on the Pirates money line? That's pretty crazy there, Mads. 2-2 to Spencer Horwitz. Henriquez sets, kicks, and delivers. That's in the dirt. 3-2. Horwitz able to lay off the slider. Sliding down in the dirt. Being a Pirate is usually a night profession. Yeah, you'd think the Pirates would play well at night. The 3-2. Horwitz sends a drive to right. That's a foul ball. Way out in front of it. I believe that was inside anyway. Would have been ball 4, but you got to protect. 3-2 to Spencer Horwitz. Nobody on, 1 out. The pitch. Horwitz sends a fly ball to left. Looks like Hernandez is there. Teoscar Hernandez makes the catch. That is out number 2. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau, who's 2 for 4 on the night. Could use a powwow. After midnight, yeah, it is here as well. 18 days. Yep, I need to do it now. We are now at 18 days away from the beginning of the NFL season. Henriquez sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Slider downstairs. 0-1. Welcome to the Midnight Club. Yep. Pretty tired. Definitely not playing any Call of Duty later. The 0-1 to Lau. That's chopped foul. 0-2. So quickly 0-2 here for Lau. Again, of course, the Dodgers will have Ohtani, Freeman, and Pages. Definitely not ideal for the Pirates. Evan Phillips is warming up just in case they go to extras. 0-2 to Lau. He sets, he fires. Checked his swing in the dirt. Goes the slider 1-2. A.m. in Pitt. Yep. It is 1-2 to Brandon Lau. Henriquez sets, kicks, and delivers. Lau fouls it back. And we will do it again. It's 1 a.m. Yeah, you guys are a little bit later than me. Henriquez at 20 pitches. He sets, kicks, and delivers. Way upstairs. 102, 2-2. Lau battling back. Not chasing. And he struck out looking in his last appearance. Kind of froze him on a 2-2 count. We'll see what happens here. And it's got to be a Lau's head. The 2-2. Lau sends a drive to right. And that is foul. Oh, he just missed it. Oh, he just missed it. Would have been 5-4. Oh my goodness, a few feet outside. Oh, a foot away from 5-4, but instead it's still a 2-2 count. Unbelievable. Henriquez sets, kicks, and delivers. Checked his swing, appeal down to third. The umpire's calling him out. Lau is like, can you at least appeal down to third? The umpire says no. He struck him out. No! We go to the bottom of the ninth. It is 4-4 in Los Angeles. And, of course, the Dodgers will have their top part of the order, as it'll be Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Andy Pages in the bottom of the ninth. Dang it, indeed. We are serious there, LeBron. Sorry. I wish I wasn't. I wish it was fair. Walk-off time. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting. Cheering for the Dodgers. Yeah, there's like so many Dodger channels. I'm not saying like it's honestly, it's kind of my bad, John. Kind of my bad. You know, there aren't many fan bases where I just initially like kind of like, you know, tense up, but I guess the Dodgers. I wasn't exactly treated well last time we played it back in Pittsburgh, so definitely have a little chip, I guess. Anyway, the Cubs and the Mariners 5-5 in the bottom of the 10th. That's all that's happening, as well as this one. Grew up in LA. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Like I said, I don't know. Just definitely wasn't really a fan of the comments I was seeing the last series between us. Appreciate you, Trisk. Yeah, no, go to bed. Like number 174, that's pretty good. Well, yeah, it was fair. I was lying the whole time. Pirates actually leading 5-4. Only I was, yeah. I don't know about all that, Mads. I don't know. The Yankees and Dodgers, kind of the same. Kind of the same in the eyes of Dr. Delay. All right, Montgomery delivers. That's upstairs. Ball one. 91 the slider. We are underway. Ohtani is 1 for 2 with 2 walks. 1-0 counts. Montgomery kicks and delivers. That's right down the middle. And it's 1-1. One to Ohtani. That's fouled back 1-2. 92 on the slider. Yeah, sorry, Mads. Haven't exactly encountered many great Yankee fans either, to be honest. You're pretty cool, though. You seem pretty chill. Here's the 1-2. That's upstairs. 2-2. 2-2 to Ohtani. Raiders, Lakers. Raiders fans pretty good, actually, to me. Raiders fans have been really good. To Dr. Delay. Here's the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Foul tip into the glove. Montgomery strikes out Ohtani. That'll bring up Freddie Freeman. He was 0 for 4 on the night, so you can say he's due. You can say he's definitely due to get on. Still believe in the cone. There we go, happy. Let's be happy. That's a happy thought there. Here's the pitch. That's at the knees, 0-1. Should be noted, some Dodgers fans are leaving. They have seen enough. Tied in the bottom of the ninth against the Pirates. It's over. Here's the 0-1. Checked his swing. That's on the outside corner. 0-2. 101 on the fastball. Oh, and to the pitch, way outside on the 101 mile per hour fastball. 1-2 to Freddie Freeman. Montgomery kicks and delivers in the dirt. Where did that come from? That was way in front of the plate. 2-2. Suzuki is up next. Suzuki is not playing in this game. He's probably playing in Seattle, if I had to guess. 2-2, the pitch. Just outside, 3-2. Count is full to Freeman. On deck is actually, pardon me, it's not Andy Paz. I forgot about that. Kike Hernandez is in for the injured Pajes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He chased the ball way out of the zone. Wow, 2 outs. That'll bring up Kike Hernandez 0 for 1 with the walk. Closer to the future? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I prefer Weaver, but we'll see. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, 101 on the sinker. Montgomery still needs work, but he's definitely playing much better the last few months. 0-1 to Hernandez. The pitch as Hernandez sends a fly ball to center field. Cruz is on the run. Cruz with a sliding catch. And we go to the 10th. What a play from Cruz. Cruising along in center field. Showing off the speed that we just don't see as much anymore. We go to the top of the 10th. We got free baseball in Los Angeles. 4-4 is your score. 2 up for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Nick Gonzalez, and O'Neill Cruz. Brandon Lau will be your ghost runner. Man, oh man, that's pretty crazy. We are family. Yep, that was way before my time. Definitely would love to see something like that happen for the Pirates before I die, honestly. Jeez, A lot of New Yorkers chose baseball. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Baseball is really popular in the Northeast. For sure. Did Cruz just make a defensive play? He did. He did. It was very nice, too. I think Mangum could have made it as well, but Cruz, again, hey, that's a good play. That's a good play. You got to give him his props. Ghost runner. Yep, ghost runner on second for the Pirates. You got to get one. You got to get at least one because you know the Dodgers are definitely capable of getting at least one. I'm jealous. I haven't eaten in a while now. It's been 10 hours now. I did not eat dinner, of course. This game is going 18 innings, 2 games at once. That would be horrible, AAA. I would genuinely hate myself. And I would definitely take tomorrow off 100% even if the Pirates won. definitely do that. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. It'd probably end in another 3 hours. I would wake up, what, at noon? Yeah, I could probably call it. These Pirates, they don't give up. They don't. They really haven't. I mean, I know they slumped a few weeks, but man, they've really this year. That's why I've been fighting the negative Pirate fans forever. This year, it's this team battles, man. They really do. You just don't see that from the past Pirates teams, but this team does not give up. They will keep themselves in it. All right, so Lau's at second. Here is the pitch, as that's taken for a called strike, 0-1. Evan Phillips on the mound for the Dodgers, a 5.27 ERA. So ideally you can get something off this guy, but of course we've made these guys look really good. 0-1 to Reynolds. Phillips delivers. That's in the dirt to 1-1. 86 on the sweeper. One and one counts. Gregory Soto warming up for the Pirates. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. 1-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied him up. And it's 1-2. One and two count to B-Ray. Reynolds digging in. Phillips looks back. The pitch. Reynolds slices this foul. Was definitely tardy, but you have to protect. 1-2. And Reynolds with a nice double in his last appearance. Smoked it, but again, it's still kind of in a slump. Definitely not doing what we're used to. The 1-2. That's tailing away. 2-2, 96 on the four-seam fastball. Two and two to Brian Reynolds. Phillips sets, kicks, and delivers as Reynolds sends a ball to right, and Tucker lets it drop. He throws it in, and Lau goes to third. What in the world? I feel like Tucker could have really made that play, but he kind of just hesitated. Like a deer caught in the headlights. I don't know what that was all about. I'm not complaining. But Tucker, he runs through that. I think he makes the catch. It was a late jump. Yeah, I don't know. That was late jump and everything. Wow. Well, that'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez. He is 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. The pitch. That is upstairs ball one. Nick Gonzalez again DHing tonight. Looking to be a hero. Let's go, Simon. Welcome on in. 1-0 count to Gonzalez. Phillips delivers. That's taken for a called strike. 1-1, 96 on the fastball. Let's make it happen. Let's go, Pirates. Let's do it. Thank you for the sub. I just noticed we're at 9:49. Thank you very much. 1-1 count. Phillips sets, and he will step off. One and one to Gonzalez. Phillips sets, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. Big swing by Gonzalez. 1-2. On deck is O'Neal Cruz. Of course, is a big reason why we're still here. And this one, he's swinging a hammer. Here's the 1-2. Gonzalez fouls this back. And it's still 1-2 to Gonzalez. Again, runners on the corners with nobody out. Tucker's had a rough year. Yeah, I've heard about it. 1-2. The pitch. Gonzalez fouls it back. Just got a piece of it. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how he made contact with it, but he keeps the bat alive. 1-2. He's battling. He's battling. Sacrifice fly. Yeah, needs to put the ball in play. Needs to put the ball in play. 1-2. The pitch. Popped him up. First base side. That is a foul ball. Thank goodness. That becomes a souvenir, and Gonzalez sees at least one more pitch. And it feels like the Pirates have been popped up so many times in an advantageous position tonight. Whenever there's runners on for the Pirates, the guy at the plate pops it up. That has happened multiple times. 3 times, I believe. 4. 1-2 counts to Speedy Gonzalez. The pitch. Gonzalez fouls it back. He just makes contact again. And the count is still 1-2. Man, oh man. Pray, yeah. I don't know if the good Lord cares who wins, but it would be nice if he were on our side. 1-2. Downstairs, 2-2. After all that, it's still just 2-2. That's pretty crazy. Pitch counts 2-2. 14 pitches for Phillips. Phillips sets the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Speedy. And that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz, who, of course, hit a cruise missile in his last appearance. 1 for 3 with the walk, and, of course, a 2-run home run. Cruz actually is going to be walked. Wow. And this, of course, goes back to a decision that they made not too long ago. Henry Davis is at the plate. Henry Davis again replaced Flores in the 8th. The pitch. That's in there, 0-1. You just got to hope that Davis can put the ball in play. That's all you need. You cannot take a strikeout. So they took the bat out of Cruz's hands. In steps in Henry Davis, batting 170 on the year, OPS of 567. The 0-1 to Davis. That's at the knees, 0-2. 0-2 to Henry Davis. Phillips readies. Defense at normal depth. The pitch. Davis with a ground ball to short. Possible double play. There's 1. There's 2. A double play. Henry Davis grounds into a horrible situation. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. The Dodgers will try to walk it off. Due up for the Dodgers will be Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, and Kyle Tucker. Henry Davis is no Joey Bart. He is not. Oh, that's not good. I'm not going to lie, folks. I cannot lie. That's not good. That is not good. Just got to hope that the Pirates can somehow replicate what the Dodgers just did. Not gonna lie, we're cooked. I agree, LeBron. I think we are cooked. As the legendary Queso would say, we are cooked. Chat, we're cooked. Folks, by the way, Sinbin, I don't even know if he redirected. I apologize, didn't see it, but make sure to check out Sinbin's stream, folks. Again, he covers a lot of baseball, covers the Blue Jays. Has been covering more Cubs as of late as well, and covers a lot of the NHL. So if you love hockey, make sure to subscribe to Sinbin's stream. Big friend of the channel. Search him up. You can click on his name, or if you can't click on his name, then just search him up and subscribe. Again, a big friend of the channel as well. I'm subscribed to him. You should be as well. All you guys. And the Packers. So there you go. There you go. All right, Gregory Soto on the mound for the Pirates. Oh my gosh. 3.48 ERA, opponent batting average of 197. We'll just hope that he can do something. Because Soto, again, typically, if there's a runner on, that guy is pretty much scoring. So, Kike Hernandez will be the ghost runner. Looks like they are going to the bench. It's not going to be Max Muncy. Not too sure who this is. It's going to be Alex Call. Soto sets. Call is showing bunt. Here's the pitch. The bunt is down. It's also backwards and foul. 0-1 counts. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's bottom of the 10th. The Pirates unable to score in the top of the 10th despite the bases being loaded with one out. Oh, and 1 to call. Soto sets. Showing bunt. The pitch. That misses downstairs. 1-1. 85 on the slider. Call's batting .254 OPS of .688. 1 homer and 17 RBIs. One and one. First baseman Horwitz is in. The pitch. The bunt is down. It is a foul ball. That was close. Triolo, I don't know. I think he was a little too eager to grab that. I don't know. That angle that they showed. Oh, it is foul for sure. Okay. All right, well, the bunt probably won't happen here. There's no way they would bunt with 2 strikes. Again, he's just trying to get that runner to third. 1-2 count to call. Runner on second, nobody outs. I don't like where Horwitz is positioned there, but here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! He got him to chase on a slider way inside. Nasty from Soto. Out number 1. That'll bring up Mookie Betts. He was 1 for 3 with the walk. But they're going to walk Betts. So I'm going to put runners on first and second. And Kyle Tucker will make his way to the plates. Tucker is 0 for 3 at the walk. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider down and away. Strike 1. On deck is Tommy Edman. 0-1 count to Kyle Tucker. Soto sets. The pitch. And that's down and away. 1-1. Tucker laying off this time. One and one to Kyle Tucker. Soto kicks and fires. That's chopped foul. It's 1-2. Plays at 3. Could be at 2, and it depends on where it is. Depends on where the ground ball is. Plays at 2-1. Go 2-1 there. 1-2 count to Kyle Tucker. The pitch. That's downstairs in the dirt. 2-2, 87 on the slider. Well, again, one swing, though, Steel Pen could undo that feeling for the moment for tonight. 2-2 the pitch. Just misses. Davis going to challenge, and he will lose. He will lose this challenge. Of course, that one down and away. Not really close. Three and two to Kyle Tucker. Again, runners at first and second with just one out. The 3-2. That's tapped foul. Just got a piece of it. Man, oh man. It's 1 a.m. It's getting up there, yep. It's 1:30 on the East Coast, 12:30 here, 10:30 out west. The 3-2. That's a grounder to second. Possible double play. Throws at second. He just has to eat it. The flip wasn't that good. But they do get an out. But, of course, the potential game-winning run is at third. Definitely a tough play. I mean, if it's a clean, I don't know. I mean, Tucker was kind of hustling there. So Tucker's on via the fielder's choice, but they get Betts out in second. So runners on the corners. 2 outs. Tommy Edman at the plate. 1 for 4 on the Knights. Terrible toss, yeah. He's kind of stumbling all over the place. Edman, the former Cardinal. The pitch. That's in there, 0-1. 98. Goes the fastball. And thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. 950. Appreciate that. 0-1 to Edman. The pitch. That's tapped foul. 0-2. Soto ahead on Edman. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. We have some pitches to play with. He's lucky he wasn't the other. Yes. Speedy was not that tall. He would have not had that. Mound visit here. Davis and Soto having a chat. Kind of a big deal here. 0-2. The Pirates, none of the results went the way of the Pirates today. The Pirates, if they want to stay 5.5 back, they have to win. A loss pushes them back to 6.5. 0-2 to Edman. And now there's a time called for Edman. He's going to step out. Oh, and 2 to Edman. I imagine he will pitch out of the zone. The pitch. As that's yanked to left. That is a base hit. This game is over. Breaking ball in the zone. Why not? That is a tough loss for the Pirates. Dodgers win 5-4. I mean, I want you, dude. Just bury it in the dirt. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's your final, folks. Dodgers 5, Pirates 4. Guess it was just beneath the zone, but still, again, it's in a hittable location. You just make him try to swing something way out. Pirates out hit the Dodgers 8 hits to the Dodgers 6. But it didn't matter. Did not matter. Well, anyway, I will catch you guys later. Don't really know what to tell you there. Other than, again, if you did enjoy the broadcast, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. I'll be crying. No, I probably won't cry, but definitely a tough one. So, again, due to results that happened across Major League Baseball, the Pirates are going to be 6.5 back. And, again, their postseason hopes are hanging on by a thread. But, you know, again, you just take one for the Dodgers. You have to take at least 2 from the Padres. Ideally, you sweep them. But just unfortunate, man. I don't know. Ignore the score there. Just a reminder in case you missed the Steelers game. There you go. That was not any better. That was not any better. But all right, well, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Again, if you did enjoy it, though, make sure to like the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are just 50 subscribers away from 11,000. Definitely a tough one, man. All right, well, I will play us out with something. I don't even know what at this point. I don't really have any sad music. Oh, well. All right, well, I'll catch you next time right here on the Dr. Lay Sports Network. I'll see you later. Peace.
Scoreboard glowing through the summer haze. Crowd still buzzing from the final play. Some teams celebrate, some walk away. But tomorrow brings another game. Fastballs under the city lights. Late night drives and highlight nights. Every inning tells a story new. And we got to live it here with you. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. From coast to coast, every team, every town. Dr. Delay signing off for now. From the Bronx to the Western Coast, Chicago Knights and St. Louis Hopes, Dodger blue and Pittsburgh gold. Every season writes its soul. Seattle rain and Texas heat, Atlanta crowds on their feet. 30 teams chasing October dreams. Baseball means more than it seems. Yeah. Black and gold, vodka by the river shine. PNC lights look good at night. Win or lose, we still believe that one great season waits ahead. Commanding spirit in the air, every summer still feels there. And when the final out fades away, we'll see you next time on Dr. Delay. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. Thanks for riding with us through every play. Good night from Dr. Delay. One last.
This is the greatest thrill of my life. I'm king of the world. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win.
But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points.